Halo teman-teman, selamat malam semua. Welcome back again. Kita akan watch party Paperrex vs Sentinels Days. Oke, katanya BO5 ternyata guys bukan BO3, sorry. Jadi bakal lama guys hari ini guys, seru sih. Ini bisa 3-2, 3-1, 3-0. Let's see teman-teman ya. Kita akan happy ria untuk menonton ke seruan Paperrex.
Tries to keep it good and positive for the players, and you can see that that's where that differential comes from. You're talking about
menuju piala master
bleed it into dragging the whole team.
Takes it out on the desk, so he doesn't take it out on the player.
Yes,
that's why we've had to reinforce the desk.
Okay, we'll just do a very quick, I guess, a rating, a combined rating. We're taking an average, are we adding everything together? What are they right now?
But that means I'm correct, right, with my 5?
Well, if 10 was how they played last year, though, where they made, you know, one big final, I suppose, and made it deep in tournaments, they're not that far away at the moment, in my opinion.
I'd give them a 7.5.
I was going to say, I'm not kidding, I was going to say 7.5.
Right. 7.5 out of 10 it is. But for more on Paperrex, let's send it back to Mika Fabs and Monya for some vibe check.
Hey Monya, what's up? You feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Okay, good, because like everybody loves, loves it when PRX are like feeling great and they love the PRX vibes. Can you tell us though, you guys have been saying quite humble. Tell us how the team is feeling today, especially since now you have made it into the top 3 here at Masters.
So langsung guys, Cahaya lagi bro.
Definitely unexpected, but I think
Cahaya.
every time like when we go to lower bracket, we just felt like more no fear, you know. So yeah, we'll see today.
Eager to see that fearlessness on stage.
We'll see today. Guys, gua ngambil makan dulu ya, sambil makan kita ya.
Like it is there. What did you guys make of that?
Well, Alex isn't there.
He's such a hater, man.
Oh,
such a hater.
Monya's got great vibes. He's adorable. Like, who doesn't love Monya?
It has been
has
been a lot of pressure on Monya, though, this run that they've had. All of the eyes are on him, all of the public pressure's on him, and even the internal communications are that this is, Alex said, this has been the biggest roster change they've had. It's them getting Monya up to speed. When you have the focus on you like that, yeah, the pressure's going to be enormous. And I've actually been really impressed at how he's stood up to the big pressure, to the stage, and found his moments. And when you play on Paperrex, you have to be so risk positive.
Yes.
You can't allow the fear to make you play in a safer manner. And he's just been great.
I think that we've seen it also in the past, right? Where I believe it was at Tokyo where we had CGRS and he was also stepping up and everybody had eyes on him.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned Tokyo because Mindfreak did as well in this tweet right after they beat Loud. He said, it's another miracle run by us, 2-0 Loud. Feels like Tokyo all over again. Now, I'm a little bit worried about the second part because, Tom, at Tokyo they had a sub. So I can understand why that was like a miracle.
Is he, but does that mean he's calling Monya a sub? Because that's really toxic if that's the way you're looking at it. But I don't think he is. I think it's just that they've come out, they've not looked their best, but they're still beating teams that realistically, and each time we're going, oh, they probably lose now, right? Oh, they probably lose to this team, and they're just managing to continue their run through the tournament. And at this point, you're getting to the stage where you get that Paperrex delusion where you go, they might just win.
But that's the thing, it's always a might, right? And it's actually when we get this late into a tournament, when we get to those best of 5s, that is when Paperrex just falls down, when they crumble under the pressure, because they have been unsuccessful in winning a single best of 5 here in international.
Sebelum kita mulai, mari kita memimpin doa untuk hari ini. Semoga Paperrex bisa have fun, enjoy, bisa perform dengan baik dan diberkati Tuhan dalam setiap perjalanannya guys. Berdoa dipersilakan.
There's too many narratives going on, I feel like. How worried are you about that though? The fact that every time they've got to that best of 5 position, it's just never gone their way.
Well, you have to
I
remember
mean,
the best of 5s only happen when you play against the
PRX,
top 2. You don't play best of 5s at the beginning of the tournament where you're really heavy favorites against the people you play against. So it's not just BO5s. They do have some map pool weaknesses, but it's also because their opponents are great.
Yeah, well, I believe in Paperrex. What a shocker. But it's time to get the results of our Mastercard fan poll and see if you guys believe in Paperrex. Because, yes, you do! Let's go!
Paperrex, yes!
Nice. Yeah, anyway, what did you guys think of this?
you just lost your mind.
Paper people rise up.
Yeah. They were paper people out, you know? I can't believe they beat Sentinels in a poll.
Yeah.
Time of day.
Big deal.
Yeah, possibly, something like that.
No, it's just they're right. They're just right.
I think that going back to what you were saying earlier about DRX, you know, we've mentioned so much the fact that the usual suspects are not here, that this has to be
Apakah malam
the
ini
time
akan
that
dingin
Paperrex
karena Bang
manages
Aron,
to
Bang?
finally
Mungkin
win.
guys, mungkin.
Yeah, but I think that the opposition they're playing against is extremely tough. I think Sen have probably got an advantage in
Dapa, terima kasih Dapa.
Looking at what
Thank you
they're
for the
running
support,
into.
Dapa.
And when PaperX win, it feels like it's late in the maps. It feels like it's based on a lot of individual stuff and hard reads. I'm not sure how consistent it's going to be.
I mean, there's one thing that's more important than this lower final, more important arguably than the entire final as well, which is the classic kill leaderboard.
Lawan lagi, grand final.
For one man it is, and his name is Zelsis. If you take a look at this, Tom, Zelsis has officially taken over Moniet, and he's up there with 20 kills.
Does that just mean he got a lot of classic kills in the game that they lost?
Yes.
Is that because they
Yeah, because they were ecoed
yeah.
so much. Yeah, they ecoed so much they don't even buy sheriffs, and it, you know, he always takes his moments to like show the bundle.
Oh,
Taking a real win.
I mean, he takes moments to show off more than the bundle, doesn't he? He's showing off the bundle.
He said it. The what?
Okay.
The what?
John, yeah, should we
Nice.
slow that down?
Yeah,
What did you say?
Gak ada sumpit kah?
He's flashing his ass around. That's what's happening. Am I unclear? Am I unclear that Zelsis is caked up?
Gua
and
sambil
takes every
sumpit kan
opportunity?
guys.
Cool.
Yeah, so next the leaderboard for the... no, I'm kidding. We don't have a leaderboard for that, but what we do have, of course, is the map vetoes. This will be a best of 5, so let's send it down to Victoria and the coaches and see where we're going to be heading in today.
All right, welcome to Map Select presented by Omen for the lower finals. This is where we are transitioning to a best of 5. Sentinels, you come from the upper bracket, so you'll be higher seed. Would you like Team A or Team B?
Team A, please.
Team A, so PRX, you will be Team B. And we will start with your first ban.
Ban Breeze.
Breeze, and your ban?
Ban Icebox.
Ban Icebox. So map number 1 from Sentinels.
Pick Lotus.
Lotus, side on Lotus.
Attack.
Attack. And map number 2.
Pick Ascent.
Ascent, and side on Ascent.
Defense.
Defense. Map number 3, you have Bind, Split, and Sunset.
Pick Split.
Split, side on Split.
Pick Defense.
Defense. And then map number 4, you have Bind and Sunset.
Sunset.
Okay. And side
Nah,
on
Sentinel
Sunset.
nge-ban Breeze guys.
Defense.
Okay. Map number 5 by default is going to be Bind, Paperrex, side on Bind.
Attack.
Attack. All right, good luck to you both.
Thanks. Good luck, man.
Well, Kaplan was capping because, Tom, they banned the Breeze. They're not going to let it through.
Yeah, I don't think it's their ban that I'm really that interested in. I think I'm a little bit more worried about what PaperX have done, because I feel like they had a real opportunity to take away a decent map for Sentinels rather than banning a map that they both don't really play. And so I feel like the map pool now almost even further into Sentinels' favor.
Yeah, I totally agree. Also, the Lotus with the composition that PaperX play, I think that is very easy to exploit and very easy to be prepared to.
Yeah, I think that when you look at the map pool, one of the big things that stands out that everybody's talking about too is that when Sentinels play Jet, they're 1 and 7 on those maps.
Yeah.
And 2 of those have just been removed, one by their opponent. And it's
menang,
not because
PRX juga, amin,
Zet's a
amin.
terrible player, it's because those are the maps, in my opinion, that they put the least time into.
Berarti kalau RRQ menang, kita harus nyanyi lagunya RRQ juga guys.
The Jet maps.
Lagunya RRQ gimana guys?
This is looking good for Sen.
Yeah, is it looking like we could go the distance? And if we do go the distance, does it get better for PaperX?
I think
How do you know? We've barely seen
Yeah.
either team play Bind. I think Sen only played it once against Heretics.
But that's the thing, are we even going to get to Bind? Also talking about the form and how the teams are going to come onto the stage. Yesterday, Devi was telling me in the interview that they feel like their compositions being so unique and people having so many bots on them, they're easy to counter. So
Together
they
we are
also
PaperX,
acknowledge that kind of flaw in themselves.
I do think getting into the late game though, like if they can perform well on Split, and also then Sunset has been a fantastic map for PaperX. I think Bind ends as sort of like a toss-up at the end, so I think if PaperX get that far, I actually do think they have a very good chance to take it.
I also think that the way that they play on Ascent is difficult to play against, and it's not been a great map for Sentinels overall. They don't look like the best team out there, so it is super possible you could get a 2-1 lead actually for PaperX to start the series.
No, I think that actually Ascent, before coming into the tournament, I think that Genji showed when they played against each other how not easy to counter them. I think that something is going to be always one of the questions. How are they going to be Gecko on whatever he's playing? That is one of the big questions. If they're able to deal with that, and some of the positions that they take at the beginning of the rounds, especially on Ascent, I think that Sentinels have a good edge to win here.
Loud and KC, though, both struggled on Ascent against PaperX. It's not easy, I don't think.
Yeah, I
Jangan
think
nyanyi, Bang,
at this
takut
point,
hard
the
game,
one thing
anjing.
that does worry
Kok
me
nyanyiku
for them
bikin
is
hard
just
game ya,
the
bangsat.
taste that they have on it, because they play sort of a lot of compositions, especially in that last match for Paperrex, where I'm looking at them and going, it is the individuals that are now winning that for you. And if you've given that little bit of extra time to Kaplan to kind of look through and go, okay, they're doing these crazy aggressive defensive side pushes, how can we shut that down? Can we play our default properly? And couldn't we almost wait for them? Because the team that managed to beat Sentinels was the
Yelnya adalah
really structured team.
PRX
Paperrex are not
semangat.
that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that Sen needs to go back
Sambil makan,
and just
guys.
think about the positives that they have. And also before coming into the tournament, I think that their retakes are so beautiful, and it's going to be one of the determinant keys for today if they're able to just maybe give Paperrex that space and no fall into their game.
Can they do it? Can Paperrex pull off the Tokyo Miracle, I guess is what they're calling it. So do you guys believe in that?
Yeah, they absolutely can. They
Isn't
totally
the
can.
Tokyo Miracle them losing now?
No, wait, yes. Copenhagen. And champions.
There's a bad choice.
Yes.
They totally can.
Totally,
It's
yeah.
about getting big
Kami lupa
performances
kan,
out of
ini
individuals and coming up with combos and pace that is going to outperform what Sentinels are anticipating. Gen G were faster than Sen. Paperrex could do it too.
Ini apa lagi,
Yeah, well,
Cok?
it's time to get this best of 5 series started. Sentinels versus Paperrex, where the winner will take on Gen G tomorrow in the grand finals. The Masters Madrid lower bracket final starts right here, right now.
Let's go! Enak.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Masters Madrid, coming at you live from the Madrid Arena.
Where are you from?
I'm from California. I'm studying at Virginia Tech right now. I'm the head of my Valorant team program.
I'm from Ireland. I
Ini
traveled
sampai
here
kalau nggak salah
yesterday.
What are your predictions for this
Agustus deh,
tournament?
Juli juga, Juli.
Actually, I think Wingman for MVP, honestly.
My parents were visiting Europe, and so I was like, hey, let's go to Madrid. Let's go see the games. And
You guys want to come in? You guys want to cheer with him? Come in.
go Sentinels!
Oh, Sentina sih.
Travel to be here.
I traveled here from Germany yesterday.
Do you have any predictions for the finals of the tournament?
Oh my god. Like in my head I want PRX because they're my favorite Pacific team and I've been supporting them since last year since
Anjay, Paperrex, bro!
But the crossfire setup is too strong, it's too damn strong, and Paperrex seal it away. What a time, what a game to come alive.
Man, I don't even expect how we're here. I thought we already going back after the Carmen Corp win, you know? We felt depressed. Somehow we still managed to win.
The time is running out, and now it's gone as Gen G
Big Finger bakal pecah nih, Bang. Let's go! 10 versus 4 second. Kira-kira siapa yang menang, guys?
They've been here before. It will not be an easy series. They play very aggressive. They don't really care about advantages. They like playing their way. I would like to think that we could punish it. We just have to come in and play more together as a team.
Sentinels, this time we will have zero fear. We just beat Loud, and now we're beating the Americas.
We're not out yet. We're coming for you.
What do we want to say to the fans?
Anjay.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us throughout this whole run. It's been a wild past few months, honestly. Even just this tournament and the off season and kickoff leading up to it. It's been a crazy ride.
I know that previous years has been kind of rough as a Sentinels fan, but it's looking up. I'm feeling confident. My team's feeling confident.
Couldn't have done it without your support.
Iyalah,
Thank you so
masuk
much.
ke top 3, bro. GG, bro.
I hope you guys keep supporting us. I mean, I know
Yeah, kita pasti
some of
support
you
lah, Fai.
don't believe in our new W gaming, but I hope you guys just keep trusting us. We're trying our best, and I hope we show a good performance, you know. And yeah, spread love. Hopefully we win. And I kind of want to beat Sentinel, you know. So yeah, Zelsis, we are coming for you.
Awesome. Let's go.
Bienvenidos a Madrid. Eso no.
PRX. Ah, let's go! Saya dingin. Aron dingin banget, Aron. Dingin.
Challenges just to get here, but none of that matters.
PRX semangat, PRX
semangat,
PRX semangat.
Grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah, two teams devoted to their fans, saying that most of what they do is because and thanks to them as well. The place is crowded, just looking at what is going to be of these two teams.
Yeah, I think honestly, this first map could be almost a trendsetter. Like, I think it favors Sentinels heavily, but it's one of those scenarios where Paperrex get off the mark quickly, we could be seeing a dangerously quick series.
And I think the player to watch here is something.
We're
expecting him probably to be pulling out the Jet, because that's one of the big compositions that they've been running on Lotus. It's unusual.
You're confident?
Well, who knows? Something could be playing anything, right?
Yeah.
But if he is playing a role where he's able to have enormous impact and pulling out the operator, then he becomes the pivotal player in my head to have that impact and outweigh the compositional disadvantage that they've got.
Can Something's Jet go against Celsius Odin, Josh?
Not gonna
Can he take it?
Dude, Celsius took a long time to get online in the game against Gen G. He was getting bullied in the first map. He woke up about halfway through Lotus. So, I don't know. I feel like this Sentinels team has shown that they can be battled at this point.
Yes,
but you have to be immaculate. And Gen G is right now. I don't know where the PaperX is going to be today.
That's the thing, going into this map in particular, you mentioned something. I think the duelist on the other side in Zekken, this is a map where he truly thrives. Like the space he's able to take, especially on their C-site executes, he's just devastating as he enters into the site. And Sassy supportive utility is bang on almost every single time. That duo together in this map is going to be hard to beat.
You need to look at the reliable players. I think that Zekken is one of them, especially on this map. On the other side, how crazy is Paperrex going to be? We know that for the last matches that these teams have played, they've had shaky starts. Those pistol rounds sometimes do not go as planned. And if they do, maybe it's everything that they get in that half.
I'm going to be looking, assuming that we see Forsaken Cypher coming online. To refer back to your point, Tom, Zekken was unbelievable on those C-site entries. He was just amazing versus the game against Gen G. But if you've got trips to try to stop that, I'm wondering how that flavor works out. And it will be that classic composition from Paperrex.
Okay, normal.
And the Cypher.
It's
actually more difficult to raise entry against that than the Killjoy.
Yeah, but the rest of the team is going to have such a much easier time. There's no Killjoy, there's no Viper. Like, you're going to have, you know, potentially a lot of freedom. That is where Paperrex has to respond fast. They have to move around the map, they have to put the pressure, and especially Mindfreak needs to be very mindful of that paranoia usage.
Yeah, and what is it, Tom, that makes Sentinels so good here? What are the difficulties Paperrex run into?
I think firstly they're adaptive. As it was mentioned, I think Zeus is playing like an Odin all over the map. It's always difficult when you're coming up against that defensive side. But I also think they are very good at that sort of push and pull of the map to get into those entries.
Well, I can't wait. We have two great teams on stage and two great casters on standby as well. Get ready for a certified banger. It's Pansy and Hypoc.
Thank you so much, Sue and the desk. Yeah, this is an exceptional head-to-head here, Mike. It's hard to split it. You look at the teams that they faced to get to this point, Neron mirrored. I mean, this is probably one of the most exciting best-of-5s we've had in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. I think former side, doubters aside, the fact that Paperrex is still here, still alive and kicking, still delivering, is such a testament to the potential, the talent on this roster. That's always been, it's been questions the whole way along. Things kicked off here on Lotus. Paperrex gonna make some progress towards A here. Zelsis, I'm not even sure actually if you got some information there, but backs away at the right time. Smoke coming through. Will confirm some presence behind this. Paperrex just shift walking up.
Yeah, they're pretty close as well. Now, fortunately for Zelsis, he does have John QT nearby. Something is on the site. The blind didn't work well enough for you to get past. Zelsis! Pick it up where he left off. That classic looks good in his hands. Sussy in support. Divide the last alive. And he's hunting.
Apa itu? Apa itu, guys?
Zelsis just around that corner. Can Divide do anything here? Oh, absolutely not. Look at that pour on of utility. Sen off to a flawless beginning.
PRX just trying their luck, trying to walk up here, play contact up towards A, but again, that first exchange of utility, the snake bite coming down, something gets separated. Unfortunately, Zelsis adding another couple of kills to that classic leaderboard here. Unfortunately, beheads something and Monyet. Takes the bite right out of this execution. A flawless start here for Sentinels.
Could have talked about potentially that aspect of coming off the win or the loss to get to this point. Obviously, that Gen G matchup probably still fresh within the Sentinel mind, but again, coming back in off to a good start, correct all those wrongs, and back in that confident position.
BO5 bang, BO5 guys, aman.
Know who you're against is PaperX. Gotta be careful, gotta be cautious. Tens, gonna be noted early. Still sticking around though.
That's perfect. Nade won't actually do any damage, but does force Tens back a little deeper. Something still desperate to try and find a pick here. Let's burn up the dash though, so he's gonna have to slow things down a little bit as we hit the minute mark. No real pressure point for PaperX to try and exploit.
Does Tens go farming here? Very much in a position
Feels
for
like it.
Yeah, that smoke, the only thing keeping PaperX safe currently. Just about to dissipate, and he dips away. Zekken, though, still with eyes on, gonna now post the paranoia. Close enough to do some damage for Forsaken, though, unable to convert that to any form of kill. As Tens holds the line, giving Mindfreak something. And it was Divide still alive. Yeah, there we go. This is lovely
Anjir,
stuff from Sentinels. 5 alive again. Not suffering a casualty yet.
Back-to-back flawless here will give Sentinels a massive cushion. Funds here early on.
Tenang guys, semangat, semangat. Bisa. Ya, yo, semangat. PRX, PRX, semangat. PRX, semangat.
Sentinels carry this confidence across. Maybe get a little proactive here.
Round to do it in.
Yep, maximize their chances of really trying to do some damage at least, but an honest go at this round 3.
Wondering if Sassy was going to send that out, maybe get some early info. Opts against it. Forsaken. No subtlety to his presence here. But in the meantime,
actually if that was after the barrier job, sorry. Whether or not the spy cam kind of called Sassy off that reveal. Expecting a little bit of pressure towards B, potentially. PaperX haven't really revealed themselves over towards Rubble just yet.
And nothing out of the ordinary really from Sentinels here either, kind of playing it rather standard.
Main default, mereka main default
even with those Stinger Spectres and that Bulldog in the hands of Sassy. Sight now, pressured, something. Gonna be going first and actually overwhelmed, isolated again.
Monyet gak dapat lagi mas something dah berdua masuk.
What a chance for success now for Sen. Can't quite get the weapons, but they're in touching distance. And PRX down 2 players is a huge loss here.
Divide looking for something, but Ten's actually slipping into drop here. He's gonna send the paranoia. Expecting too much of a push here, but Forsaken, the one to wrap this, will find Zelsis.
Trying to allocate some safety on the site, maybe get that plant a feasible option. They're gonna go for it now. Limited utility left on PaperX. Sen, similar position, a touch here and there. You can hear it just going through from Sassy then. And they wait poised, flooding back into the side. Mindfreak, great pick up towards Zekken, but it's still dangerous. Still a man advantage to Sentinels here. Can they close that final gap, or can Divide digging his heels? This could be huge from Mindfreak, but it's not clean on the first attempt with an opportunity. Sentinels!
Aduh, nice try!
I was worried they were playing that out standard, a traditional approach, and it still worked.
PaperX sends something in. Monyet into the back lines once again, but this utility completely splits this execute up. Fortunately, it's the perfect time actually for John QT to find contact or at least be seen on heaven.
Belum nyala nih guys.
Plays in his teammate, and immediately then you see the flip all the way back into a passive hold. They want the time to run down, allow PaperX to get themselves stabilized, and Sentinels capitalize on the numbers advantage. A very early timeout here, Lauren.
Yeah, this is incredibly early. Round
I mean, this has been a recurring trend as well. We've seen.
It's okay, guys. Okay, guys. Chill, guys. Baru map 1, guys. Tenang aja, guys. Aman, aman.
It's just, what do they do with this? They've been able to creep close to sites. They've been getting right next to be able to get that plant down, but every single time they capitulate there.
Yeah, I mean, there's two very, very clear examples of maybe a requirement to change the
PRX,
situation.
semangat PRX! Semangat, ayo!
In 2 rounds. Whether or not now Zelsis and John QT can play with that a little bit.
Oh yeah, subvert expectations now. They get to start enjoying themselves a little bit after such a robust start. I mean, 2 back-to-back flawless rounds, ridiculous.
And the round 3.
And the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that again. It just kind of whips my mind back to that.
Tenang dulu ya, chill dulu guys. Kasih main dulu guys.
Which was wild to me, right? It felt completely out of character because these guys had been just on the money the whole way through. But the question
Ayo guys, come back
those same issues. So far, not been
Minimal
the
dapat,
case. Gonna go
ini
for
udah begini sih dapat 4 juga udah bagus sih.
Not too much weight behind it. 2 stingers, sheriffs, and that bulldog in the hands of Mindfreak.
Guys, minimal dapat 4 aja
They
nggak
need
sih
to
guys?
make
Dapat 4
impact,
bro.
Mike. As silly as that sounds, they just haven't quite been threatening enough yet.
Sure, and with 2 flawless rounds as well, something very close to his ultimate. Monyet, better progress, but still 3 away from the showstopper. Be crucial ultimates at a round like this, but PaperX seemingly looking to push and prod a little more in this round. Try and bait a peek out somewhere across the map, but we have actually seen a big adjustment here on the defense. It's Tens to solo hold down Rubble. John QT and Zelsis now side by side once again. Zelsis done damage previously with this weapon. Looked fantastic with it.
He did, he really did. He made it work, looked comfortable, didn't look just it was very one-dimensional. Absolutely not. Something tries to get healed up. Second bite of the cherry, Zelsis still going to catch him. It's at least allowed a plant to come in. That's
Dapat
not
plan, lumayan guys, dapat plan. Iko dapat plan bro.
But can they defend it? These walls feel like paper when that gun's in play. Second the one to find Monyet here.
Monyet di mana mati, Cok? Ini mati di mana tuh, guys?
Rest.
Ini masa flawless lagi 3 kali? Enggak dong.
Mindfreak desperately trying to hold on. Didn't quite get too affected by that. But that vice-like grip gets brought into play when 10 starts to play through by the door. The flood on the site. It's there on flawless again. Mindfreak nowhere to go. And Sentinels looking genuinely flawless here, Mike.
Next try. Santai. Byron, something Monyet, ayo, bangkit, go duelis nih.
Try and convert that into any sort of comfort here. I mean, the amount of pressure that Zelsis is applying from inside this smoke.
Yeah.
Can't really blame PaperX in this scenario.
Oh, come off it.
Udah marah-marah, Cok, si Alex, Cok. Sabar, Lex.
Okay, at least there's a purchase now. You're going to see the rifles coming out.
Tenang guys, ini map strongnya PaperX, cuma kita lihat lah.
Here, looking at the armor. Yeah, no armor on Forsaken. So that's a little bit of a problem.
Maybe just looking to play late here. Be the second layer to any sort of setup for something, but Zekken looking to get ahead of the curve. Caught by the paranoia.
Nice. Buang ulti.
Sent out, but nothing on the other end of it.
No, just teetering on the edge of commitment there, but deciding against it.
Hanya OP, Cok.
Gonna pick up another towards his ult.
Hanya OP guys nih kalau nggak di smoke kelar sini.
Divide, I think 2 away. Nice to bring into effect, but a different, a tangible pace change and a very near miss there. Tens gonna note the player, but didn't quite connect towards it. Again, PaperX look a little lost on this one, or maybe not lost, but just adjusting their approach quite late in the round. 40 seconds. I don't know what they're expecting to come into towards that C side.
Zelsis guys, lawannya guys, Odin.
Expecting Zelsis to still be here. Not necessarily any clear indications of a difference in setup, but that'll be the confirmation for Zelsis at least. PaperX still taking their time
now,
here. Yeah.
Zelsis so nearby, undiscovered. He could be such a problem for them. Not
nice,
this time.
let's go.
Denies it. Great pickup.
Nice.
Perfect follow-up. Something answering back. That's Tens dealt with that. Zelsis gone. The first 2 responders to the site. And now the 3 trying to come back in a little ways off. Zekken still alive, Sassy there and John QT could still cause a couple of issues. Monyet goes down, the gates start to open, but the cross is being watched. Forsaken's position is excellent, as is something. Sassy, this is gonna, I mean, this is a tall task. Time is
really good
to
damage.
tick, yeah, unconfirmed. They're still posturing here. And that's
nice, Aaron. Let's go. 4 sama yuk, 4 sama yuk.
On the board now.
Bisa guys. Bagus guys, tembakan mereka lumayan lah. Gak turu-turu banget guys, ya.
Zelsis, all he really needs to do is find a little bit of damage, maybe even a wallbang, but slight overcommitment from him. Monyet's the one to punish.
Nice banget, nice flank deh.
Well navigated by PaperreX nonetheless, who get themselves a couple of ultimates online now. Divide yet to get on the board, but Seeker's here and available. Something.
Oke, Davai belum kelihatan nyala guys, tapi kita lihat guys ya.
This event heating up the last few series as well with it. But
chip damage came in.
Yeah, I was going to say an indicator. Maybe the PaperreX are happy to continue slowing things down. It's not with this early presence shown towards B. Despite not committed just yet though.
No,
tapi pinter sih PaperreX sih. Mainnya BC aja guys. Bingung guys. Gerak mau mereka, Cok.
Seeker's gonna come in. Zelsis needs to evacuate the site here. Monyet is commanding all this space.
Yeah,
he's following that Seeker all the way he can. Gonna post it. Doesn't get what he wants from it, but he's got them all of this site.
Oh, nice!
And wait, QT just got 2 back.
Wait, tense.
Oh, God, what just happened this round?
Udah dapat 2 kok masih 2 sih guys.
But it comes
down to lantai sama siapa, Cok?
Forsaken with the time on their side. 10 still alive, takes a TP. John QT and Zekken nearby now. Forsaken, dicey way to play, but caught off guard. Tens goes down. Now information free flowing from the ult. They're gonna note it, they're gonna see it. Forsaken needs to deliver on it. He can't. Zekken takes him away. Divide. His moment to shine. Can he hold this? Yes, for the first he can, the second.
Nice try. Senjata makan tuan ya. Senjata makan tuan ya guys ya. Let's go.
Yet to get on the board, but 3 kills on the round to find the Red Bull clutch, Lauren. Beautiful stuff from Divine. One of the biggest criticisms being, you know, the value that PaperreX have been unable to
find. Gila, itu trade killnya mantap juga Johnny Kitty ya.
Everything that he needs to convert
senjata makan
this
tuan
round.
guys. Pakai Odin dibalas Odin guys.
And Odin on top. Salt in the wounds.
Nice, 4-2 guys. Santai guys, yang penting close-in dulu aja, deketin dulu. Something gokil sih guys,
Match up between these two. High tempo. But again, looking at PaperreX here, still showing a little bit of caution. That pace change that came in after the timeout, once the buy came in, has awarded them 2 good rounds here. The question then becomes, does Sen have an answer? What do they have back to this? And again, the adjustment in place here, Mike, we're seeing 10s back towards that seaside.
So PaperreX trying to set a paranoia in motion off this spy cam.
Lah kataku sih jangan sih.
And actually, when Zekken's checked it, Sassy's the one to find the first Zekken to follow up. That's a 2 for 2.
Does he get away?
Nice!
No!
Gila, Aaron!
Freak, what a shot! Catching Zekken in the heels, yeah. Midway, as he was trying to get out of danger. And this time it's the 2 for Sentinels. Does Divide catch? I don't think he caught him. Oh my word, Tens has been played in here.
The second time he's in a really awkward spot.
Smoke behind him. He's not noted any player. He's going to hear the door turn. But the question mark of
nice!
Again, that late round positioning. Oh my god, Zelsis. Slides in and finds Mind Freak. You got a 1v2 in you here?
They found available. Yeah? Tough in the 1v2 to really guarantee value off that. Something posted up with the operator. You can see on the X-ray here, Divide looking a little curious towards spawn as well. Still got a flash to work with in the hands of Divide.
There it goes. Didn't catch towards CT, so eliminating the options, and maybe Zelsis.
He's thinking now he wants to play off that.
But it's not like Divide has turned his eyes away from this, and the potential of a taste of the own medicine waiting around this corner. Zelsis, you can hear the spam. He wants it back. He's not going to get it. Divide.
Let's go.
And PaperreX, they're clawing back into this after what
Gila, main freak, Cok. Kok Aaron dingin banget, guys. Dingin banget. 3 headshot kok Aaron.
Crowd wants it.
Ini Aaron serem banget, Cok. Nih, yang pas lompat lihat nih. Dapat 2. Tur.
A really bizarre exchange here, but it's Mindfreak to find 2 on the back of this.
Gila, Quaron dingin banget guys, dingin guys. Kulkas AC ku langsung jadi 10 PK guys.
To clear everything, they still considered it.
Really heads up.
Siapa yang kedinginan guys? Senjata makan tuan bang. Oke, mereka masih punya duit ya guys.
Back into this one, it looks like maybe a brawl begins now. Tense. Remember that classic in hand, what he was able to do from here. That first glance back at him on the international stage, certainly enamored
hampir
a lot
mati
of
dia,
us. But
Cok.
for now, no test. PRX show a little presence, but then peel away.
Bang, udah bang. Bang, udah bang ya. Bang, udah bang. Bang, udah bang.
Something so desperate for this opener.
Bang! Gila si abang.
Zekken not going to give anything away.
Kenapa sih bang? Bandel banget bang.
Zekken to punish. Opener found here. Just result in Tense posting up a little deeper here. Zekken already hitting preemptive rotation.
Oh,
nice!
Monyet though.
That's a pit down.
Nice! Ini baru monyet.
What a start from him into this one. And a catch
Nice!
on the other side of the map.
Oh, bagus banget guys mainnya bebas guys.
PRX. They needed a comeback. They needed that resurgence after the start, and they got it. They got it in spades here. Locking down the site.
Yeah.
That's a problem for Mindfreak. Got to be cautious now. Just about slips away before Sassy crests the corner. Trying to get involved. Trying to get a little dangerous, but only going to catch one. Leaving
Nice! Let's go monyet. Let's go cah. Momentumnya bagus banget guys. Pelan-pelan dapat yang 4 sama guys ya.
Tied scoreline, 4 apiece.
This is interesting as
Nah,
well.
senyum-senyum cah, ketawa-ketawa aja cah, nggak apa-apa ya.
Something falls, you think it's almost a disaster here to lose your duelist in this sort of
banget,
scenario. Operator as well. Alex was talking about this, that PaperX's struggle has been capitalized.
Let's go cah, let's go cah. Let's go cah, momentum cah, momentum.
These sort of plays. Perfect example here. Just at the right time.
Wah, Alex belum senyum guys. Takut, Alex belum senyum guys, takut.
Shattered the economy of Sentinels now, forcing them into a timeout. Time for the coach to check back in, see what's going on.
Tolong iklan dikondisikan.
After that timeout, total tempo shift.
Siapa yang deg-degan guys? Siapa yang udah mau mencret? Ayo guys, map pertama tenang aja guys. Baru map pertama guys. Map kedua, map ketiga baru bakal seru banget ya. Karena sama-sama ngotot guys. Makanya premium, kocak. Bang, aku udah CRT sama Riojaja bang.
Very lively in the crowd. Always good to see the split between the two teams as well. A lot of
dribble dulu bang, dribble.
It felt PaperX favored.
It did.
It did.
Maybe the cameraman's finding them for now. We'll see if it turns around. But genuinely, PaperX winning the hearts and minds of everyone, I think, over the last couple of years. Hard to not enjoy watching them, their story.
I mean, that's it. It's the age old, right?
Siapa yang kalau setiap lihat abang-abang dribble kalian langsung pengen cok?
But also at the same time, they can be the most frustrating to watch.
Oh, I'm certain.
They can be the most heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah. Well.
Truly that any given Sunday team. Like I said though, Operator back in hands for something. Bladestorm available, Seekers, the TP for Mindfreak, plenty of tools.
Mindfreak udah panas banget nih guys, Mindfreak sama Tense udah nyimbangin ya.
And again, we're looking for those beginnings.
Duh, OP mulu something, cuma gue nggak nyaman dia pakai OP di operator guys, operator attack guys ya kurang.
Remind yourself, note. This operator could be a prized possession here. Gotta be careful to not give that over. Sheriffs, ghosts, bits and pieces, a bucky or two.
Okay. Anjing udah rame banget, cok.
Gotta be careful now.
Cek aja.
And actually, it's only him. He's drawn the entirety of
Nice.
This round, not the one to be calling the adjustment, really. To be too worried about is when the buy comes back.
Let's go. Nice.
But for now, it's looking like a very likely round for PaperX here.
So, I mean, Sassy would have been the only one to really contest this. Still over towards B site here. Slowly, the rotation coming through.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, retake.
I mean, Zekken's one off the showstopper. Chance to really swing this back in their favor, but it's going to take an awful lot in a 4v5. A couple of overcommitments from PaperX. We haven't seen that so far. Something they want to shut down Sassy finally.
His work on the operator has been divine. Zekken, though, flies through the air, but how do you get rid of that back line?
Nice!
A little bit of damage, but not quite enough to knock him over. Still standing, still breathing. PaperX unaffected.
Nice on. Kita memimpin guys ya. Kita memimpin guys. Gila something operatornya agak-agak mengerikan tapi wih 5 ulti guys.
And relying solely on these gunfights and I'll be honest, getting really into the groove now on the map.
Operatornya kenceng banget ya.
Control.
Ini orang operatornya kenceng banget ya guys ya. Ini orang manusia setengah operator ya guys.
Create some sort of threat. And a massive gap on the other side of the map. Chief Sentinels really have a response to try and shut down this operator pressure. Previously mentioned.
Tapi deg-degan Cok, kalau dia tuh kadang salah pick dikit tuh dia kepanisnya gampang banget guys. Dia off timing dikit guys. Jadi kan untung timingnya bagus jadi guys. Kalau dia off timing dikit tuh, gua ngeliatnya tuh udah deg-degan banget Cok.
And the adjustment looking towards A.
Yeah.
Dia selalu kenapa ya? Dia selalu dari Jelsis ya? Jelsis diserang mulu Cok, setnya Cok.
Utility very well. I mean, no secrets about this. The spam coming through from PaperX.
Dua udah ada info dua harusnya guys.
Already see this rotation coming
through.
Oh, this could be a nice ult though coming in. That should catch a fair few. Do they try and springboard off this? No, they flex a little towards that B side. Sassa's got to be careful. Monyet just working in the dark. Couldn't see a thing. Gets caught by Zekken. The site, I don't want to call it safe because they can play back to it. Already, lockdown gonna come in. This puts PRX under the gun a little now. Gonna have to pause. You can already see Sen looking towards where that next flex point for PaperX would be, and it is through that B site. Sasi confirms it. He knows he's close as well. Great work for PaperX. Dismantling. Oh my god.
Aduh, timingnya.
Didn't quite do the damage he wanted, but Mindfreak still on the heels. They are playing so slippery, and they've gone back towards A. They've got that spike down. PaperX are taking fights in their spawn. Something gonna slow the roll a little, ease off a touch.
Nice banget Cok, keren banget guys, gila guys, sumpah guys.
Clear if he even wants a chance at this.
Something and Divide resetting now, plenty of utility available. Oh, something and Divide actually, yeah. Trailblazer gonna come out very late on something.
Ini baru something bro.
Nggak
something perih banget ya. Ini operator attack perih banget Cok. Ini kangkang, the new kangkang guys.
There's 5 or 6 different things going on.
Mereka kaya banget, duitnya nggak bisa habis Cok.
Everywhere for Sentinels. No tangibles for them to really cling on to.
Gila Cok, Mindfreak tadi. Zekken di-delete mulu sama Mindfreak guys.
Gotta say it, PaperX look really on the money today.
Yeah.
Mechanically, I mean that sounds silly to almost say it, but they look deadly.
Masih dimarahin guys anjir.
Masih
dimarahin Cok sama Alec Cok. Udah bagus loh mainnya guys, padahal guys.
Every single one of them, they are very solid. But a pace change potentially. Let's see what Monyet does with this. Has an opportunity to play this out, drawing a lot of eyes just towards him. Support is there, but the spike's not committed.
Spot out here, Forsaken nearly catching the spam through onto
PMS ya guys ya. Marah-marah mulu Cok, Alec Cok.
But have been rewarded time and time again for these sort of
kalau nge-troll dikit diomelin guys sama Alec guys. Wah, C-nya kosong mulu guys, pinter banget ya. PaperX tumben mainnya bagus nih, I love it. Attack-nya rapi banget guys. Nyari info, bikin pusing, masuk ke set yang kosong. Oper lagi ke
posture a little outside C.
Doni Kitty bolak-balik tuh, capek tuh dia.
Perfectly. I mean, look at the X-ray here for Forsaken. It's everybody but tens. This is the sort of thing that happened in the previous. Sentinels just didn't know where to stack. Completely misreading the situation. Well, I guess maybe not even misreading, laying it on pretty thick with the information they are given.
And Tens is noted. The only defender of the site gets found. He falls away. And of course, PaperX don't know the level of success they've had. If anything, that could cost them because they're peeling away. Look at the positioning. Look at the
It definitely will. Yeah, with Zelsis drifting up this deep, it definitely is to their detriment now.
They had that A site on a platter and they didn't even know it, but they also don't know about Mon yet. They haven't spotted him yet. The utility didn't reveal him. That time does, so now the position is given up. Well, should be given up. This man is stubborn in approach. And you can see why. Just punishing Sasi.
M-nya nggak sakit soalnya guys.
And Zen looking flat on this retake so far. They need something to set them in motion. And that's it. That's
dia punya tripwire, Cok.
Sentinels taking back some of this site here.
Catch.
Didn't get
Aduh, kenapa wave semua?
On the trigger. And Sentinels starting to deliver.
Kan si Jason punya tripwire ya. Kenapa dia di depan ya?
Finding some answers. But we saw that tragedy almost in motion, Mike.
Gara-gara dribble nih anjing.
and PaperX didn't even know it.
And it's only spotting 10s, which I guess they're identifying either Zelsis or John QT as the site anchors, but time and time again, we've seen them, it's them really stacking utility together. So the fact that they identify 10s here with Mindfreak's TP, so they're almost victims of their own success.
Cok, itu padahal udah tinggal nembak pala doang guys si Aaron, Cok.
Trying to catch a timing onto B, and like I said, Zelsis really going to be the threat in the backlines there. He can confirm.
Tapi defense-nya susah, Cok. Defense-nya agak susah nih pas ini.
And it's just, it feels like a different game every single round. You don't know quite what you're going to get here, but early intent going to be noted from something. Slipping a little further ahead, but a second to check on him. Catching him, just slipping through towards door. Good trade though, Monyet going to punish 10s. Does Second get to keep his life? He does this time. So still 2 on the site. And a 1-for-1 trade at the very start.
Nice. Deg-degan banget, Cok, anjir. Ayo dong, 75 yuk, 75 yuk, sayang. I love you, sayang, 75 yuk.
Contesting this space now, slowing PaperX's early round. New map here, though. Second's actually repositioned in towards 3. Not been there previously. A possibility, actually, of comboing up here with Sassy. John QT elsewhere has found one.
Jelek banget masuknya, Cok.
Sentinels looking to tie things up for the half here, Lauren.
Yeah, looking rather likely. Divide, Monyet, at least they're going to get a heal, right? So it's back towards fighting form. Still got the pain shell. Still got some bits and pieces to work with. Can he get played in? Sentinels thinking better of sticking around the side. Why let him hit that play? Why give him a chance? Respecting PaperX. Gonna maybe work back in
30
through stairs. Do they catch the timing on this? Does the spike get planted safely? Monyet is trying to keep this plant safe. No response from CT. And then the shots, that's enough. That's raised the alarm bell. They swing back in, Device gone down. It's Monyet to try and do the impossible. 13 seconds.
Aduh,
and the
ngapain
trade
begitu
not
lo ya?
gonna come true this time.
Itu kan susah begitu, Cok, nembaknya, Cok.
Tying up the score, 6 apiece.
Switching sides.
It's almost a little strange to say, but beautiful
Second
recovery.
doang yang nyala nih, guys.
Get the last 2 on the board. 6 in a row for PaperX.
Ih, hoki banget itu si Tai, nggak jelas banget, Cok.
But this is another example where really able to adjust perfectly. Actually, that step up in tempo, in I guess aggression, really catching Sentinels off guard and finding some beautiful reads across the map.
This is the level of game I think we both wanted to see. The best from both sides being shown here.
Ngomong ngapain lagi, Bang? Tapi nggak usah lompat juga, guys. Main aja pick pelan, Cok.
It may not have looked like it, but that was a pretty successful defense half by the numbers from Sentinels. And I want to walk you back to the bonus round to try to show you how it all got started. So as you can see, bonus, low weaponry happening here. And
gara-gara dribble nih, jangan dribble lagi dah, dribble babi.
So
no time bang, bukan masalah no time guys, tapi at least tuh. Lo kalau misalnya main yang ngepick pelan gitu guys, yang nyari satu gitu, kayaknya lebih possible-nya nggak langsung di barbar, Cok. Dia lompat ke tengah-tengah gitu, udah mati aja pasti.
To the second door opening and highlight the Killjoy utility. This KJ utility, not in a common spot. It's not to stop them getting into tree, it's to segment off something from the rest of the squad. So as we play this out, you'll see what the game plan is. John Cutie comes over for the fast rotate, and they know that this jet composition likes to prime dash and get into the site to break crossfires here. Zelsis is not trying to fight it. They pop Nano Swarm. There's a snake bite. Look at the timing. I want to show you that again. Look at the timing of this double swing to punish something. And the other duelist coming in at the same time. It could not have been more perfect to shut down something and Monyet to open things up. Good anti, got them started with a 4-0 lead, and with a slight recovery towards the end of that, this is now Sentinels in a good spot at a 6-6
defense nih guys, defense bukan PRX banget nih masalah defense nih,
Cok. So they've managed to do the work, they've put in, and despite
bisa
all
kayak
the best
retake
efforts
guys,
of PaperX,
dekat
they
gua,
found
Cok.
themselves in a decent
PRX tuh
spot.
sangat kuat di attack
So
guys.
we'll see how the attack side goes. I'll send things back over
gimana
to
gitu ya.
Manzi and Nightbot.
Yeah, thank you so much for that little reminder of how good some of these rounds have been. You know, very much early in the series, it feels like this entire match so far feels you could segment it in different ways and take totally different things away from it. So many
ini 6
ebbs
sama
and
tapi kan
flows
pistol
to this
Sentinel
series
pistol ya.
already,
Jadi
and we've
PRX cuma
only
dapat
had
4
one
sebenarnya.
best of 5.
PRX
We're in
dapat
for a
6
treat.
dengan
Let's get
pistol
back into the action. Is it enough? 6-6. Can PaperX hold on to this scoreline?
Yo, Son.
Or is this
Defense,
enough
Son.
for
Kasih tahu,
Sentinels
Son.
to close in now further on map 1?
You even see a little bit of aggression here from something. Yeah, alongside Mindfreak.
Aduh.
Sniffed out pretty quickly though by Sassy. And that'll be the whole of Sentinels on red alert now.
A-nya
As I say
ditinggal,
that, Spike already
ini yang gue bilang nih.
drifting back over towards rubble, and already 3 members of Sentinels ahead of this. Beautiful time for Sentinels to really find contact on Mound.
Udah, kayak sih
Allow a little bit of time here
A-nya
for
5 orang,
Forsaken.
Cok.
Got to tread carefully here.
Yeah, he's on a platter, and I love that little information. That fact finder just tapping the orb over there, drawing out that little trap play. And the
PRX
instant
are here pretty
response,
quick, though,
they have responded very quickly. There's 3 on CT, make it 4.
flood.
They are going to go back in on this, so they want a brawl. They might just get one. Sent on the other side, going to eat the paranoia, though. They're in trouble. Here's that battle. 1-for-1 trade so far. Flash going to set it in motion. They swing around the site. Something goes down, but MindFreak succeeds. The down just one now. MindFreak, that's 3. Needs another. They're both low. 21 HP.
Nice!
It's got him. MindFreak. 5 seconds.
4 kill bro, MindFreak bro. MindFreak gendong-gendong bos. Aduh dingin. Dingin.
No hesitation whatsoever from PaperX. Like I said, it was the perfect time for Sentinels to catch some level of contact over towards Mount.
Beautiful work from MindFreak.
But the fact that everyone's on the same page, Lauren, the call is made, and they're even here ahead of Sentinels finding the plant.
How wild is that?
Klasiknya Sentinel yang buat memenangkan, Cok.
The second that door swings, that paranoia sent, all of that flooded in. Brilliant. Run it A, and they
guys,
get
menang gara-gara pakai klasik Sentinel, guys. Bahaya, guys, anjing.
Somehow, PaperX beat them there. I guess they're called W Gaming for a reason. Quick as hell. Adjusted on the fly very nicely. But a buy back in.
Yeah, setups again. I'm curious whether or not this
Wah,
continues
Caesar sendiri mulu,
through the
Cok.
buy
Ini kayak
rounds.
Ini persis kayak si Jelsis juga sih, guys. Jelsis selalu sendirian, Cok, ditinggal.
Solo anchor towards C.
He's had a lot of stress in this game already. Gonna note that. Slips ahead of it. This is a really nice reposition potentially. Goes unsure. He's been spotted now.
Aduh, Jason terlalu maksa sendiri kan kalau kata gue.
He's alive so long. Look at the rotation come through.
They're almost here. The cavalry's on the way. But Zelsis, could he be the gatekeeper to this? He can keep them back. He absolutely could for the first, but not the follow-up. PaperX.
Guys, ini nggak mungkin kalah dong, 3 lawan 2 dong.
Leaving just 2 with Sen. John QT and Zekken.
Bucky.
Rough.
No satchels left for Zekken, so he has to hope somebody walks up to him.
Didn't catch on the flash, so maybe that position doesn't get fully
This
considered.
could be heartbreaking for something, though.
He's getting so close here. The smoke goes in, plays Zekken a little closer.
MindFreak's watching.
Does he go for this? It's all on him.
Nice! Nice, something sumpah. Something GG banget, Cok. Gila, guys, timingnya.
It was perfect.
Another instance of
gila,
Sentinels
guys.
looking for a force here and a pacey hit.
Nice banget,
Stars
guys.
align for him. They
Nice
find the
banget, guys,
side of
adik-adik.
Forsakens on, but he stays alive.
Nice banget,
So
guys, adik-adik semua.
long there. Sentinels have to do a ton
Gila,
of
MindFreak
work to
dingin
dig
banget,
him out of
guys.
that position.
15 kill, bro, MindFreak, bro.
I mean, the benefit being as well, there's only one person on that side, so don't even really get a big upgrade.
Nice
from that. I
smoke,
think it's a spectre
nice
that Forsaken
flick.
brings into this. A rifle could have been a very
Oke, ini
different
kita
situation.
momentumnya kita ambil teman-teman semua, oke. Sentinel beli tadi, guys. Sentinel beli dan mereka kalah. Oke, momentum kita ambil teman-teman. Ayo, bisa adik-adik semua.
For Sentinels.
Monjet ngambil ulti mulu, nice.
We are seeing a different setup this time. They've Forsaken over towards B and just the utility to hold down the fort, but same stack once again for PaperX.
And you can see that Bucky flying on in. Zekken gonna just delete Forsaken. Huge
Jason
impact.
kayak terlalu maksa mulu
Still
sendiri,
standing
Cok. Padahal
though,
mah bisa
and that's all that
retake aja
matters.
berlima ya, guys ya.
That's gonna allow the plant a Bucky and a couple satchels, and they basically get to
Udah, Jason tuh
clear
selalu sendiri
Forsaken.
mulu, guys. Padahal retake-nya kayak Jelsis gitu, guys. Tunggu 2-3 orang baru masuk ya.
Survival was the impressive part. Now, do they have what it takes to withstand this retake, though? You've got a Bulldog, yes, with 10s. You've got that Bucky on a barely alive Zekken, a Stinger on Sussy, and a couple of classics. On the other side, a couple rifles in play. Zekken might be played in again here. Might have another chance, something though. Knows better. Thinks ahead, 1-for-1 trade out. Players still favorable towards Sen, still having numbers here. Monyet going to take away 10s. Something looking to springboard back in. They've got to deal with CT here. They've got to try and clear him. There's so many players there though. And Sentinels digging their heels in. Diffuse taken away. Oh, John QT!
Kok kalah sih?
Against the odds. Beautiful work from Sentinels. A Bucky and a bit of a dream. And it's enough to get themselves
Momentumnya
back
selalu
in the
diambil sama
game.
Thrifty, Cok. Inilah gue bilang
Light
loh.
shields enough to
Si
sustain
Jason
here.
kayaknya kalau nggak kuat mendingan jangan dipasuin terus, Cok. Dia maksain terus, guys. Kan dia diserang 5 orang ya.
Feels like here as well.
Mendingan
There's a
retake
real
nggak sih,
chance
guys?
the Sentinels get locked back out of this site in the post plant. with so many bodies stacked up and only Zekken with the Bucky up close.
Susah mau posisinya bang. Jelsis aja bisa bro, Jelsis bro.
Luckily, utility running things down.
Retake aja kayak retake guys, menurut gue retake sih guys. Kalau dia maju begitu pasti dipanis guys. Itu susah banget, cuma 1 lawan 5 masalahnya guys.
And it's something, so you know he's not going to be sitting back. He wants in. Going to press the corner just.
Ton of space cleared and crucial information here.
But do they go back through? They're going to re-clear this. They've taken the space away again, but still they have to deal with something.
Tuh, something sendiri lihat nih.
The alarm bot over toward trouble.
Something mati udah masuk sensor.
Sentinel's going to leave that space open for PaperX, but they are poised outside it.
PaperX are here, and they are here in numbers. They've left something with the weight of the world on towards C, and they've stacked with the lesser weapons. The scraps that they could gather, and look at this trap that's been set. Devi could do some damage here. He's only able to get one, and Sen just power on forward. Perfect clear. They take on the challenge, they clear him out, and the site is going to be theirs. Plants on the way, but so something. How much can one man do? 4 targets. Time soon to be against him as well.
Spike planted.
Well, 2 smokes to work with.
Does he get that first step?
No.
Absolutely not. Sassy, gonna hold that, make sure no naughtiness comes into play.
Gak apa-apa guys, tadi iko.
As close as ever.
88 guys ya. Ayo guys, momentumnya guys. Ayo guys. Nah, Jason udah pakai Odin aja. Pakai Odin langsung.
Something Bladestorm out of the way. Showstopper available as well for PaperX. A couple of ultimates coming online for Sentinels as well. I've got a grasp now after swinging round 3.
Mulu guys yang gendong coy.
Decent buffer in terms of the finances.
Wah, bang, kalau lu kesel bang, dikit guys, tapi nggak kesel banget, cuman kayak sayangkan banget 2 kali kena begitu, Jos.
Key part of this as well.
Padahal bisa 5 lawan 5 kan retake, kalau misalnya 4 lawan 5 tuh advantage banget buat mereka guys. Wah ini sih, ini masih mau coba nge-pick sih, gue susah sih.
Retrieving this orb. Backing out. This time something going a little deeper actually. Well, much deeper, in fact.
Nah, ini kan Jason sendiri mulu nih. Bro, Jason kita ada Jason ya.
Forsaken still gonna have to try and do the best he can. Maybe just try and keep control towards CT. You know, you're not gonna be able to take on 5 of Sen flooding your site, but you've got to try and pick somewhere to hold on to. It looks like CT's the case. An attempt on the plant, but Forsaken wants in. Oh, that's stunning. And away they go, Forsaken! Clears sight himself. That's obscenity. What is going on? PaperX looking
Apa itu, Jo? Apa itu one tap? Apa itu, guys? Wow!
Where the hell is that coming from? Tens is gonna have to do some miracle
He can TP out.
Show me what you got, Tens.
Something's already going. He's already onto this.
The chosen one himself, Tens in a 1v3. Plant is there, but look at the timing, look at the pace. Something was quick to this. Oh, the timing not good enough for Tens. He couldn't do it then.
Let's go. Jason nih bos.
Magnificent in holding that play.
Aaron nembak apa itu bro? Aaron bro.
I mean, both
Di one tap sama Aaron guys.
Two ridiculous kills
here.
Monyet off the first ping of the neural theft. And this as well, Sassy just left out in the open here.
Lihat nih.
See as well, I'm not even sure actually that is why.
Itu apa anjir tung?
I'm not even sure when the Viper's pick comes through there. One of our Sentinels are thinking Sassy's going to
dingin. Jason mulai menyala guys ya. Tapi Monyet tadi nice banget guys. First pingnya ulti Jason langsung ditembak palanya guys. 2 ulti ya? 3 ulti kalah mereka guys. Sentinel 3 ulti kalah guys ya. Nice banget teman-teman ya. Ayo kita bikin Sentinel miskin guys. Mereka half armor semua ya.
An absolute belting performance here as well. On the other side, Zekken. Superstar levels of impact so far.
Gila Aaron genong-genong guys. Aaron guys. Aaron main freak nih bos.
Do they try and disrupt this? Do they put more towards this, or do they accept that this side of the map is under PaperX control?
Playing much deeper this time around.
They're doing 4-1 splits, Mike. This is crazy to me. It's working.
Real faith in
Jason ninggalin itu guys.
C-site retake, and I mean the desk was highlighting this. Really, you don't want to be there to entertain Zekken on the entry to C-site.
Mereka pasti kecil lagi sih. Mereka kayak PRX guys. Mereka tuh fake terus kecil.
It's just the cam. There's a cam and a cage. That's it. You can see PaperX don't want to even really entertain a brawl outside C.
Nope. Full retake.
Whether or not Sentinels really are going to start digging a little deeper. We saw it on that round 3 force up.
Here. Retake. Ada util lagi sih.
Feels almost too easy. Where is this coming from? Seeker's going to be coming in now. This could be the chance to start turning the screws a little. Paranoia posted, but this plays in Mindfreak. If anyone pushes too far, not the case. On still ticking, and no casualties yet to be made. Monyet, the first to really step towards the site. Isolates the fight, and something delivers as well. The clear back through looks concise. Zels on the back lines though, now feeling the pressure.
Plant's not good for this.
Wait, can they not see this? Monyet finally gets taken off this one, but it is just on Monyet in a 1v2. A charge, but it's between his fingertips. Sentinels hold on. Oh.
I think John QT sends a snake. I just caught it before the camera switch there. A snakebite comes onto the spike.
Nice
and at just the same time, Sentinels find
mau distik,
crucial
bro.
kills.
Kalau distik menang tuh, guys.
That felt awkward because everybody on site just folds here.
Buset, si something begitu banget keluar dah.
Confidence in this retake on C. And really the pinnacle of this being coming out of B, catching a timing on the door. Yeah, Sassy. A sigh of relief.
Apa, 9 sama, guys. Kok nggak ya? Enggak ya?
PaperX.
Kok nggak sih?
Enough of a statement made back from Sen that they feel like they've got to get a bit of grip back into this game, Mike.
I mean, 15 rounds between timeouts for PaperX. So Alex must have felt pretty good about what's going on. He was saying, obviously, usually it's only hitting the panic button when it feels or sounds like the boys are running out of ideas or, I don't know, getting a little frustrated.
Yeah,
He's generally happy with how this gone, and rightfully so. PaperX have up a damn good performance so far in the opening rounds in the second half.
Lapangan Davis bang, iya ada Molly sih, ada Molly. Emang gue pikir mau digas juga Molly-nya, guys.
Where Sen start taking over the game, starting to feel it out a little bit more, starting to read it well.
Aduh, miskin,
Again,
guys.
those unorthodox holds that PaperX were depending on. I'm wondering if they go back to that or if this is one of the adjustments. That 4-1 almost.
But the other side of that is I'm curious how much Sentinels have actually figured out on the other side of this. I mean, Forsaken's just kind of playing off the spy cam, looking for a wallbang with the Odin.
Tuh, si Sentinel kaya terus nih, guys. Ini gak enak nih. Duitnya menang di Sentinel banget,
Cok. We haven't seen Sentinels, other than that round 3, dig a little deeper, pushing into spawn, taking that space even further.
I'll find you.
Regardless, though, scope in hand for something. 2 Sheriffs, a Guardian, an SMG to round things out here for PaperX.
And it is that 4-1 again. Not so fast this round as we do still see that kind of forced up purchase to an extent. Well, a half buy really. The B site completely absent of any resistance. So Sen going to take the space given to them, get themselves a plant. And I love this late lurk. John QT is becoming such a fun player to watch. Now, whether or not he gets away with much here is yet to be seen, but let's find out. Steps away, he does. Again, always a backline threat, always that last line of defense as well. Exceptional at it. And this time, tricky. Those lighter weapons to really find much bite here for PaperX. Dealt with Zekken. Not going to let them close. Beautiful, clean, flawless round for Sentinels. And we've got to see what the adjustment is now for PaperX.
Really well handled. I think maybe that is indicative of figuring out exactly what the setup is on the other side of PaperX, because walking into B site on an anti-eco feels a little uneasy, Lauren.
Dicey.
Sentinels feeling
okay.
Maybe PaperX are leaning on these stacks.
untuk abisin ekonominya Sentinel, bro.
Forsaken holding down B previously, sitting behind this trip. But we do see a bit of a switch up here. Maybe this is on the back of some utility being placed, but Forsaken and something.
Fi, we need you, Fi. We need your Phantom headshot, Fi.
Initially.
Tahu dia lurking. B-nya lagi kan ditinggal, Cok.
How to PaperX read that as well?
B-nya susah banget di-detect, guys, pasti, guys. Sumpah deh.
Is that going to be, okay, it's just John QT, or oh, there's more to it? Now, I'm waiting to see this contact on the B side from the utility, but...
Seeing this makes you feel like Sen have actually read that B is the gap.
Looks like it, right? They've not particularly sprung that quickly. They've taken a moment or two, so you will have Monyet very close by. The paranoia is really good. That couldn't have been closer. And look at the gap close from Zekken. Right into motion.
I mean, Monyet was out as well here.
He didn't need to go back in until he'd maybe come out of that blind. And again,
Aduh,
Zekken just played in again. This guy is just, as said, it's not just his mechanical capability, it's the team playing him in time and time again. Full faith in what he can do, and rightly so. It looks like PaperX are hitting a brick wall here, Mike.
2 rounds now where B has been their downfall. Pretty late on in the half. Need to see a switch up here. Forsaken and Divide just looking to try and hold on to these weapons. Sassy might just yet figure out where Forsaken is. Needs to dip away now, but might even get caught by Zelsis.
Nice one.
Forsaken good for it.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good for it.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Well.
he was pretty good for it.
Yeah.
And then everyone dies.
What's the money going to be like? I'm kind of interested if they can get a full purchase for Paperrex.
Kenapa lagi buta dia masuk lagi, Cok?
Yeah, 3 people are going to be able to get a rifle here for Paperrex, but another round where Sentinels identify, or seemingly have identified the gap here, the weakness. Unfortunately, this is the round where, the previous round, sorry, is where we saw something in Forsaken looking to really try and absorb one of these C-site hits and put a little bit of resistance on the way in.
Tuanya kurang tinggal, Cok.
Earlier here.
Ke apa? Dia seasonnya tuh jadi jelek banget, guys.
Go towards that A site. First time we haven't seen that stack in play.
Bisa dong ini, guys.
Ends gonna start investing the smokes. One towards top side.
Kasih momentum, Cok. Si Sentinel, Cok, masuk.
Clearing towards tree. It's Pacey. Paperrex are here. Monyet is screwed. How is he alive that long? But second again. His name just constantly up in lights. And Tens wants in on the action. Demolishing Paperrex so far. Mind Freak though, still with an opportunity. 2v2, making a 2v1. Tens just going around the world, leaving it all in Forsaken and Zelsis' hands.
Spike's down in tree though, so Forsaken resets it. Zelsis has to try and dig him out of this spot, Lauren.
How does he play at this time? It's a good amount of time to play with here. 45 seconds. Zelsis.
Nice one.
Takes a look close. Any of these corners could contain a threat. Forsaken getting interested now. Spike back in hand in 30 seconds. Zelsis really toying with the timing here. And considering that cam check, that's maybe implying he lost track, but now
nice
the trap. Forsaken just plays
Jasad
it
penyelamat,
out so
bro.
well. Zelsis maybe thinking he had a
lawannya untung bukan Zekat, bukan Tens, bro.
Must win.
Pokoknya Zelsis, guys, menurut gue Zelsis itu M-nya nggak sepedih mereka, guys.
Financial issues going to be struggling here in purchase potentially.
Thank you Ricky, tapi mereka miskin, guys. Paperrex, Cok.
Ban kalau VCT ini setara apa ban kalau di ML?
Ini apa sih, apa ya? M1 itu kan champion. Kalau di bawahnya M1 apa, guys? MSC, ini MSC, guys. Ini MSC, guys. Ceritanya gitu, guys. Ceritanya, guys.
Chance here for Paperrex to tie things up. Showstopper on the other side for Zeka.
Pedasan si Jason sih kalau M menurut gue, guys. Lawan Tens tadi, Bang. Tadi awal lawan Tens sih, untungnya Tensnya mati duluan, Cok.
Being a little concerning in terms of the economy here. That is the knock-on effect.
Hanya retake lagi bisa sih.
Mereka
nggak pernah mau kecek, sekarang mereka tuh BC-nya tuh nggak pernah di set tuh, Cok. Tadi Monyet mati.
Look at the adaptations as well from Paperrex on the minimap. Completely different setups here.
And that early flash kind of indicated they might want to follow this sort of route. So again, Sentinel's trying to keep Paperrex boxed in here, yeah.
The dog didn't see him.
Oh,
Nice banget Sassy nge-whip.
And now they respond. They know it's going to be towards A. You can see them trying and get towards the site. And one on the other side. Who comes out top?
Aduh, Monyet kenapa nggak nembak aja sih? Keluarin util mulu.
Look at where Santa going. Something is here. TP back again. Oh, it's just breaking ankles. Tens can get the plant though. He's behind the wire. He's almost in enemy territory. He's banking on second to keep him safe, and he does. Does he decide to reveal where that plant is yet? Smoke gonna go up. They're so close by.
This is mind games from Sen. The TP
Look,
coming
they're
through.
pushing.
They're pushing the smoke.
There's 2 players. Tens stands tall. Gets 2. Oh, Sentinels playing out of their minds here.
The kings of misdirection, Lauren.
Absolutely.
You can see the pressure building for Paperrex. Question marks over Tens' whereabouts. No plant coming through.
Miskin mereka, Cok, sih,
Sentinels
Cok.
just freeze and cut sound. You can't even really fault Paperrex. They're still here for when the spike is tapped.
Yes.
You can see the confusion on the face of Device, almost like, what the hell's just happened?
Now they got to pretty much face the music on map 1 with very little to bring in. 1 rifle on Forsaken, the ult on something, but everything else is odds and ends. It's from the scrap drawer in the kitchen. This is rough, but they're trying to get aggressive, and maybe this is what Paperrex needed. Oh,
nice!
The deathmatch just a bloodbath, and they're still doubling down.
Aduh, kok nge-whip, Cok, aduh.
them away.
Nice.
The triple aggress. What is this team?
He can heal something as well.
He's back. Sitting pretty, but the clutch king himself, John QT.
Nice.
Got it in him.
Nice, Iko.
Ridiculous.
PRX round you've ever seen.
I was talking about the other round
sini,
being a must win.
Look at that.
Gue udah gak yakin tadi bisa sih.
Just throw everything at the back line of Sen.
And when you
Tapi ada
think
ulti
it's
mereka
over,
dua
they go
cowok.
again. When you think, oh, that's got to be it, they'll fall back, they'll play safe. No, they absolutely don't.
Beautifully done. The 11th hour of map 1 here.
Timeout.
Sentinels pump the brakes.
Tuh, Genji kemarin di sini ini kan nggak senendang ini guys. Ini nendangan PRX daripada Genji, Cok.
No matter the round, no matter anything, there is always a chance.
Oke guys. Ini mapnya Sentinel kok guys. Lo bisa ini walaupun ekonomi kalian nggak sebagus itu, kalau kalian bisa OT sih udah bagus banget guys ya menurut gua guys.
They're actually still in a position to purchase it. Couple of key ultimates available as well. The lockdown, the hands of Zelsis, Sassy.
Itu bagusan Genji kemarin. Genji kemarin dibantai ke sini, Cok, anjing.
You could argue a slight advantage.
Tenang, cuma di map ini kan Genji kan 12-9, 12-8 kan?
Swimming in credits either.
Di map ini guys,
A bulldog here in the hands of Forsaken.
Kalah di map ini Genji, Cok. Maksudnya kalahnya lumayan jauh. Gak yang mepet kayak begini guys. Ini oke lah, ini mepet-mepet guys. Seru guys. Ini kalau misalnya diambil sama PRX sih bisa menangin 2-0 langsung sih early-nya. Tinggal map ketiga doang bisa 3-0 atau 3-1 guys menurut gue guys. Ini worst mapnya PRX loh guys. Tapi bisa segini udah bagus banget sih menurut gue teman-teman. Udah nyala, maksudnya kayak ada Dewi Fortuna dikit lah. Tens pun nyala lah guys, 20 kill Tens bro.
I'm happy whichever way it goes, but for now.
Duh, tapi pakai bulldog lagi, Cok. Duh.
An early test towards A, but no commitment, and a look back towards C, but there's players up here.
Ten's looking to get a little weird here, potentially.
The back of the smoke. There we go.
Yeah.
Paranoid. The ult this early as well. I think it only caught one of them. Mind Freak falls away. No, it caught both. Tell a lie. And no way did Monye win that fight. Sassy clearing also. C-site on a platter.
Flank's coming in though early. Sassy's reading it. He's made noise.
But it's something out of anyone. Why is it this man who could absolutely turn rounds around? Gonna take down Zelsis. Sassy wanted to avenge, wasn't given the chance. It's a 3v3, and they're here now. They're ready for this. Forsaken in CT, joined by Device. Still a Flash, the dog, and all of the good stuff. Something closing the gap. Oh, Forsaken just walks in, knocks down the door. The plant's in though. John QT and Sassy. He's seen both of them. Something. He's closing the gap. They're closing in, but the swing back. Sassy, John QT. They want the fight.
Yes, PRX semangat.
PRX this round.
Gue bilang Cok, PRX nendang juga, Cok.
We are going OT.
OT dulu, bro.
What a way to kick this best of 5 off, Lauren.
Padahal mereka tuh punya killjoy guys ya.
PRX in the 11th hour.
Kalian merasa nggak sih? Mereka punya killjoy loh guys. Mereka punya
Mereka
killjoy guys, tapi masih bisa di flank anjing, masih something.
Out. There is something about this side, PRX.
Bisa guys. Fighting.
They tried to get that read. They were in this. It was looking like Sen were going to tip that scale. That start was excellent.
Jason spam multi itu anjir.
We're in OT. Of course we are. Map 1 by the way. Just a reminder if you're just tuning in, where have you been?
Chill dulu.
But now I don't know where
Turunin tempo nggak sih? guys? Menurut gua turunin tempo nggak sih guys?
Sure, Zekken knocking on the door of 30 now.
Something nih kayak Baja bang, udah di-push aja masih berani nge-pick. Ini emang orang sakit, Cok. Lu udah tahu musuh lu udah siap-siap buat ngebunuh lu, tapi lu masih nge-pick dia, Cok. Ini Ten's belum bisa buat. SC-nya kosong.
Getting a little warmer throughout this game. And the early glance towards that C site has drawn a massive response.
Kalau dia dapat banyak sih tai ya.
Remember the fake spike.
Santai, turunin tempo. Nah, ke B.
PRX with 3 outside B, gonna try and explore with the spy cam. So he can just leapfrog in. They get that trip down outside B. It was a late round piece. It's something here to try and destroy some of this utility and pull the rotation of Sen once again. Almost punished here. Zelsis Little bit of damage, but no confirmation of anybody else here, and Sentinel still.
Aduh, kenapa masih masuk ya dia?
It's only John QT.
Yeah, there's still two. Tens being one of them. Zekken here, the heavy hitters, the big two, the one.
Aduh, apaan sih Oki banget? Aduh.
Lining up the kill feed. You just don't want to face him right now. Monstrous.
Apaan, Cok? Ambil lari, Cok, kena pala, nembus.
Was that the 4th or 5th flawless we've seen so far? And they're in rounds where PaperX absolutely run it down at Sentinels. They withstand these sort of executions time and time again. This kill is just
apa, Cok? Oki banget, Cok.
God damn. God damn. So good.
I mean, again, I guess the
Zekken mau 30 kill, guys.
Just stop rotating because we
Dava
saw
lagi
it
turun nih, guys.
really punish them a few times on the regulation half, but
no 4-1 stack here this time either, so another adjustment from PaperX.
Lagi sini B-nya serem banget, Cok. Dia tahu
We saw them
banget.
struggle on this side a little more. What do they do with it now? Sen taking an air of caution. Rightly so, it's PaperX on the other side. And that 3-play stack is walking. John QT, are you ready for what's around that corner? Deep flash. Notes him, but doesn't know where. That's going to call back all eyes. It's a fight in spawn once again. The round that nearly kept PaperX alive. Tens, the 1 by 1 second on the farm again. The headliners unable to stop succeeding. And now you look towards where they lean. Where do Sentinels take this?
just play Mind Freak kid. They've got the paranoia to work with. Still 2 trips. Forsaken alive and kicking on B side, so the benefit of this utility is still here. How much of it gets removed here actually from Zekken?
The TP is obscene. He let
Aduh, Ron, kenapa nggak tahan kena Ron? Astaga, Ron!
The man's a mechanical monster, and now it's justifying to face the music. Map 1 on the line here. Sentinels looking large and in charge in OT. The time singing their song. How much can he do here? Sasi, Zekken, John QT, Zelsis waiting for that pixel to show that player to swing. And it looks like Zelsis will be the first to spot it. The follow-up not going to happen. Zekken wraps this map up in a bow. Beautiful performance.
Every single day he's looking more and more like the MVP, and with performances like that to kick off a best of 5. You've got to be so happy to have him on your team.
Kalau si Zekkennya mati tuh bisa menang tuh, guys. Zekkennya nggak dapet, Cok.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Heroics from that man, and it was still OT. That says something. If you're having Zekken putting up 32 kills, 10s on 25, you had those 8 first bloods, all of the good stuff. What a map to start with. Don't go anywhere.
Nice try. Ini kenapa lagi Cok sejauh itu, Cok? Jualan terus dia, jualan, guys. Pakcik harus nyala nih. Aduh, Cok, kenapa ya, Cok? Betsnya bikin deg-deganan.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs, clear this angle. You're going to be able to fight this.
Copyright. Berapa lama, Bang? Paling 5 menitan, guys. Map 2 itu berarti apa map 2 tadi, guys? Map 2 apa sih? Essen ya, Essen. Aduh, Essen lagi. Essen. Oke lah. Guys, PRX tuh kalau dari kemarin, guys ya, dia tuh bisa menang, selalu harus menang map pertama dulu, guys. Ini kalau map pertamanya kalah, gue deg-degan sih sebenarnya sih. Bang, beli bundle Sentinel worth it nggak? Nggak, worth it-an beli bundle ini, guys. Worth it-an beli bundle PaperX, teman-teman. Terus top up-nya udah pasti di bahgaming.com karena diskon VP termurah dan dapat diskon tambahan dengan menggunakan kode RIO, guys ya. Agree mental mereka down. Ini si Aaron jangan sampai overheat guys. Udah panas tapi tinggal itu doang bro. Gue takut guys kalau nggak menangin map awal tuh agak-agak gimana gitu ya. Zeken lagi panas banget lagi. Zeken bro anjir tadi kalau kita miss dikit Zeken kena pala tembakannya anjir. Padahal Lotus sudah bisa menang tadi guys ya anjir. Coba dikit lagi padahal guys anjir. Itu kalau si Aaron dapat tuh guys palanya jedur. Zeken terus dia pasti akan nge-spray ke sebelah kanan guys ya. Kemungkinan bisa dapat 2, kemungkinan besar dapat 2 guys. Cocok. Saya kan berapa kill anjir 30 kill lebih anjir, Cok. Lotus kemana sialmu? Sebenarnya hari ini sebenarnya nggak terlalu sial lah, lumayan bagus guys. Cuman kayak ada momen-momen tuh Dewi Fortuna lebih menguntungkan ke mereka guys ya. Di saat harusnya bisa tembak bunuh, tapi nggak dapet guys. Nggak tahu kenapa bro. Aduh guys. PRX main lagi kapan bang? Ini lagi main coba BO5 guys. Masih lama, tenang aja. Oh iya, satu sama dong, biar seru dong. Satu sama dulu dong, biar seru dong. Bang, ini kalau PRX menang terus bang. Lanjut lah. Besok grand final kalau menang guys. Kalau menang ya. Kalau kalah juga ya tetap besok kita tetap nobar. Zeken nih, aduh Zeken, gue berharap Zeken ada saat-saat dia turu sih. Jangan nembak kayak begitu, coy, serem banget Zeken nembak kayak begitu guys. Tiap ngomong janji sama PRX, selalu berharap sama RRQ, bejir lah. Agen baru di grand final guys ya.
Hey guys, I'm standing right now with Kaplan from Sentinels. Congratulations on that first map. You guys actually fought this roster just a few months ago, I believe. How different do they feel now?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, they're the same team identity they had back in December. They're a very scrappy, very aggressive, emotional team. They can throw us off.
PRX nih monyet nama aslinya
all
siapa
about
bang?
being on
Caya.
When you get punched, punch them back and just stay steady going, even when they do some stuff that could shake you. The big thing is that the last time we played them, it was a much smaller tournament.
Jangan gacor-gacor banget lah.
Now it's the losers finals of Masters Madrid. So it's just a test for the guys to have the same result despite the context.
M-nya guys.
I think they're doing a great job.
Kalau samping tuh lebih gerasa gerusuk, tapi aneh juga tembakannya, Cok.
Definitely, and eager to see more of that action, so let's get back into the game.
Well, Sentinels, they get themselves on the board after map 1, but at what cost and how tough was it for them? I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom. As we listen to a great tune.
It kind of reduces the seriousness of the moment where it's like such a tense map, and then it just cuts to the music.
Wait, was it tense or was it electric and silly? I mean,
I honestly thought you were going to say, was it tense or tens? I was about to leave.
No, of course not. I would never do that to you.
Cari juara berapa? Cari ke grand finalis guys. Yang menang masuk grand final.
Sometimes, Zeken most of the times, but yeah, did you guys expect it to be that close?
I think any time where you get PaperX being that close to Sentinels, but Zeken puts up 32 kills, it's actually a good sign for PaperX, especially considering you in particular and Kakuka were not feeling great about their chances on Lotus overall.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the aim lab shoot around real quick, where we're checking in on Zeken. Tom, I mean, if he hadn't dropped 32 kills, you would think maybe the result would be a bit different.
Ini high sense juga bro,
expected him to be utterly cracked on the seaside. They were even playing retake a lot of the time, just giving it up completely. completely, but you even just look at that last round where he just explodes it to the site and just immediately kills a player who's waiting for him to be there. He had a truly unbelievable performance, and as you said, if it wasn't for him, they lost that map.
Yeah, remember that this is one of the players we're talking about.
Dia tuh race-nya ngeri banget, Cok.
But we're about to
Pede
go
ngasih bang
into
pede dulu aja, guys.
Tends to play Jet. This year, on maps where Sen play Jet instead of Raze, they are 1-7. So that is really low in terms of the win rate. But it's also because they haven't put as much time into Ascent, Icebox, Breeze. They've been their bans, apart from Ascent, which they've normally floated. So this is kind of in the middle of the map pool, but another opportunity for Second to show up.
Yeah, thankfully, 2 of them already gone. So
yes.
That's the one good thing, is that PaperX kind of helped.
Reset run.
It's also the map, though, that I feel like there's the best chance for PaperX to truly be dominant. I think they've got a really kooky comp. It's one that they have a lot of set executes that's really sort of cool.
Apa guys? Gua nggak menyesali kekalahan tadi. Menurut gua karena apa guys? Karena tadi kekalahan yang menurut gua perjuangannya juga ada guys. Nggak kalah yang tiba-tiba kalah aja gitu di bantai bisa-bisa.
Level even the playing field here after, especially what happened on map 1.
Yeah, definitely. I think their players look hot, right? The fragging that you're seeing coming out of them is really strong.
Ya, guys setuju sama gua nggak? Kalian setuju nggak guys? Itu adalah pertandingan yang bisa dibilang
Zeken's not going to be giving you as much star power. I think his opping is
pertandingan yang sama-sama kuat jadi kayak seru
gitu. If you want to
kalahnya.
talk about the op head-to-head, something's got that every day of the week. That's the one
part. Kalau yang kayak misalnya 13-7, 13-5 itu baru tuh.
Speed at the same level. Whereas the Raze, he's just got like absolute best in world 10 out of 10 on basically any metric you could ask for.
Well, we heard from Coach Kaplan already. Let's see what Coach Alex had to say ahead of map 2.
Hey guys, I'm here now with Coach Alex of PRX. So that was a really tough map. We saw the boys struggling for the first few rounds, and then around round 4 or round 5, I believe, things started to turn around and they started to pick up momentum. So what do they usually need to hear? What needs to happen, or what changed there that got the ball rolling?
I think Saturn started really strong, flawless as twice. So that was a problem for economy already. We paused just to calm down a little bit. I think I had a bit of a discussion with Jason, just so that we could refine our approach, and I think it worked for a while.
Alright, well, let's see if they can find that
banyak
approach
suka.
again
Emang
in
si
match
Jason
2.
tuh suka ngasih ide sih.
A little smile from Alex there. Yeah, maybe they're confident ahead of map 2.
It seemed like a wry smile to me. Like, yeah, I mean, we played well for a while, but we weren't able to close it out.
I mean, it was OT on the map that they weren't expected to win. But as we take a look at the agent select that's about to come up, Tom, talk me through this.
They play a lot of agents that ultimately most other teams don't play. A Raze in itself is a little bit odd, but I do quite like the combinations they're able to bring out of that Fade and Gecko, make things a little bit more awkward for opponents. But the way that
di map ini sih PRX lebih unggul harusnya guys ya.
The way that something's going to be roaming the map,
dari statistik lebih unggul teman-teman, tapi kita lihat.
It's not really too crazy over on the Sentinel side.
Yeah, Sen, they're playing a default comp. Everybody's strong on the roles that they're on, but it's not a map that they've put that much work into or found that much success. Look at it, 50% win rate on defense. That's actually not great for Ascent, and they've got to hold back the tide of PaperX. That's going to be difficult, especially when ults start getting online.
Yeah, we haven't seen their Ascent just yet in this tournament. They are already on the map, 1-0 up in the lower finals, but it's not over just yet. Here's Pansy and HyperX to take you guys through map 2.
Istilahnya bang, SN final baru menang sekali bang.
Yeah, we've got a
Makanya gue
lot
bilang ini harusnya bisa satu sama lah guys.
I mean, map 1 was
gue berharap guys ya, PaperX panas
very
banget di map ini. Jadi bisa ngimbangin tadi kekalahan tadi dengan panas yang lebih panas lagi.
What if it goes terribly wrong now? What if it all...
I've spoken.
Yeah.
I've spoken now.
Yeah, you brought it into existence, but do you agree with the desk here? Is this an opportunity because of those adjusted roles, potentially with Sentinels? Where do you stand on this?
I mean, I still feel like this should lean in favor of PaperX. I think they found success that's really going to reward them versus Sentinels, but the switch up here leans towards Sentinels, probably playing more towards a little bit of a retake approach. Just looking actually, setting up this, I mean, PaperX are walking straight into this here. The contact found, Zelsis going to throw the flash out, but
dia nggak ada settle.
But not found out yet. Another 2 classic kills for Zelsis.
Yeah, the guy knows what's up. Pistol arrow out there. And now, what do they do with this? The fight in middle continues. John QT already addressing the presence. And Forsaken's in, well, a bit of a pickle, really, isn't he? What to do? He clears the first. Second needed to be clean. He gave it a damn good go there. But first will be found by Sen. And I wait with bated breath, Mike. This game feels like I'm not sure how this shakes down on this map.
The confident pistol round from Sentinels.
Masih sahnya tuh harusnya bisa kalau misalnya dia ada satchel, dia nggak beli satchel setahu gue deh, dia nggak beli satchel ya. Kalau ada satchel dia bisa balik tuh guys, kena flash kan.
He's been trying to help us. He's been trying to help us the whole time.
Oke. Ya pistol kalah sekali guys, menang sekali.
Ini
kalah lagi.
For PaperX. And a Forsaken, actually ZOWIE, yeah, thinking better of it.
Cover going out.
Only going to be the one to work with here. Tens forced back early. Orb retrieved here for PaperX.
Doanya 3, Cok.
They might just try and throw caution to the wind here. Try and get themselves onto A side. Tens really open it here though.
Yep, no threat to make
struggling, yeah, initially, but Flash coming through a little bit too late.
Kebanyakannya udah susah bro, nggak mungkin bro. 3 orang, 4 orang anjing.
Do any damage really for PaperX? Doesn't look like it now, considering how the round started there. Right place for Sentinels. Good positioning. Deeper smoke as well. They've got all they need.
Bisa guys.
Even getting a plant's going to be very tricky considering the utility. You know, you're looking at the silver linings.
Yeah, they're walking late into the KJ setup here.
Yeah. John QT has been, I've got to say, such a phenomenal for this side. Yeah, really safe pair of hands. Very, very solid in what he does. Probably just going to get classicked here, but, you know, obviously, cast a curse, but he has been very solid.
One enemy.
Okay.
Surgical.
Okay, come on, Zekken. Again, PaperX did only have those pistols, looking for silver linings, and there were none to be found. This time around, though, they will.
Ayo guys, bangun.
Serious damage.
Another flawless to start off a map. Give Sentinels a cushion once again.
Hey guys, bisa guys. Santai guys. Santai bro, baru round 2.
Guardian really the only threat here for Zekken, whether he's going to look to play aggressive here. Quite close to the Blade Storm already, only 3 away.
Where are they?
Spike not committed from PaperX, so I think they're going to try and retrieve this orb, maybe.
Where are you?
Sniff out any aggression, but not going to come through. Nobody posted up close enough with these SMGs to really cause a threat. Wow, to say that, Flash comes through, Tens nearly rewarded, but caught on the wall a little bit there. Mindfreak, got to be careful, the drone's coming through.
He's been spotted there. How telling would that be?
I mean, lucky actually, the Zekken's not posted up with that. Mindfreak's seemingly not aware of the drone coming.
Biasa guys, dia main short aja sih. Kalau kata gue dia sering main short kan.
Start moving, then I start paying more attention. But something, to try and build control towards tree, at least kind of test what's on the other side, keep them present, try and disallow that rotation. But it is drawing in Zekken towards middle. He's going to hear all of this info going. That is probably the goer for John QT to hit the rotation button as well. PaperX looking like that B-lean's coming in. It's going to be on Sasi on the site. John QT probably CT. Zekken, depending on where he goes, probably mark it. The cross going to be made. Spike going to be heading through. Sasi, headshot not enough. The site is going to be there, so
let's go. Masuk ke B. Chill.
Finally stabilizing now. PaperX will find the plant.
Tuh enak banget posisinya, Cok.
Only Mindfreak outside of this though. A couple of players towards lane. Actually, a reclearance towards mid from Sentinels. Looking to maybe just stack up for exits here, honestly.
Could do. Still got that paranoia on 10s as well. Could be nice to maybe catch a couple with that.
I mean, with where John QT's utility is, the turret and spawn, the alarm bot out towards Pizza here. There's still pressure coming through though. Paranoia sent.
Yep. It's Mindfreak who's going to have to deal with what's coming. Zekken still sharp as ever. He's got a follow-up as well. They're trying to make a quick dash for it to get out of danger. 10 starting to turn up as well. Wait.
Hey!
Time's passed them.
Time's gone.
It's everybody falling except Monyet here.
Yeah, that's if they can exit with those weapons too, that's huge. That's 2 in hand. Do they get to keep them? No, Monyet can at least deny the weaponry that could have fallen into the hands, but it's cost PaperX nearly everything.
Aduh.
I mean, light shield and a rifle available for a couple of members here, but utility going to suffer as a byproduct of that. Yeah, look like they were just going to stack up for exit.
Tuh apa tuh? Hoki banget tuh something, Cok.
Second kill.
Nice banget, Jet, anjir.
Enemy remaining. Clutch.
Find something, I believe, inside the smoke with the headshot. Will give Zekken the Blade Storm.
Miskin tapi, Cok.
Monyet also. A couple of exit kills here will find the showstopper.
Zekken tuh kayak sini, Cok. Dia tuh nge-push, Cok. Kayak something dia mainnya sebenarnya. Playstyle-nya mirip something coy dia tuh. Nge-push, dapat 1, cabut.
Feeling himself after map 1. It's time to start seeing what PaperX can do. The purchase in the hand, you can see if Tens can get away with his life. No, he cannot. Mon yet gonna put him away. Second gonna try and pick up the slack a little there. Spike en route, looking to be planted. They've got themselves ready. Zekken trying to punish, stuck around as long as he could. Brought right back to the action, though they know he's close by, but can't do much to dissuade his positioning as it stands. And there's the swing!
Dapat dari mana sih terus dapat begitu, coy?
Just something else! Sassy clearing the back lines. And what a sweep, Mike.
Beautiful from Zekken, and Sassy somehow off screen finds 3 kills. I guess lined up in front of Jen here. A little bit of a head scratcher, but I mean that was with the free entry found from Monyet Showstopper. I wasn't even here in front of Jen, no.
Oh wow.
Aduh.
Early timeout, Mike. You spoke about it on map 1.
Not much of a lip reader, but I think I got that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll tell you after.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I can mute your mic.
No, yeah.
No.
We can pick up later.
Padahal line-up-nya nggak segitu line-up itu loh, bro.
For
Mereka tuh nggak apa sih, nggak retake yang ulti di mana-mana, coy, util di mana-mana, guys. Kenapa ya kalah?
Or feeling as if they've got a total misread on the situation.
Yeah.
And wants to keep that in check early on.
So I think a lot of people, if you're looking at the map, Paul would have said Ascent is one that it's not.
PRX semangat.
It's not going to be something that's instantly.
No, but
like your mind, but
have
it's certainly not a
struggled.
strong point. Exactly. It's not like a brilliant, you know,
Apa guys,
it's
tenang ya guys, santai dulu aja.
It's not like
Kalau
that,
emang
that I guess
lagi bau ya mau gimana guys ya.
A decent opportunity.
Refresh dulu aja bro, kita lihat dulu aja guys.
On the desk, obviously 1 and 7 on maps that you know Sentinels played Jet on. This is the start he won from Zekken.
Yeah.
If this is one of the ones that you know you struggle with the Jet composition, if he's starting 9 and 1,
not bad.
You are gleaming.
Yeah. Might be a bit
Mainfreak sama Dave belum nge-kill, coy. Dave lagi turun nih, guys.
Doing quite nicely on the other side too. 5-3, not exactly as much of a highlight in that regard, but not exactly absent either.
Dave belum
Divine and Mainfreak get to really want.
Dave tuh lagi puasa, tau gue, guys.
Good start for PaperX, but timeout comes in. See if they get their heads in the game here. Sentinels playing in Zekken again. They are trying to prop this man up, and rightly so. The paranoia being considered to be sent down. Be Monyet on the receiving end.
Monyet missing the jump, whether or not he was considering the double satchel over the top there. Forsaken. And
Jadi gitu juga puasa bang, jadi gitu puasa. Iya tahu.
Proactively clear, I should say.
Whoa!
With the clothesline.
What is that?
Nice!
Monyet dives in. PaperX, the second you think they're out of it, they're back in. But Sassy trying to slow down the pace a little. Carve out some control. Hunter's Fury instantly invested. Trying to do some serious damage. Divide gonna fall. Recovered weapons in hand though. And the plant to boot. What can Sassy and John QT do? Thrash back underway. Struggling on the steps, doesn't have legs. It's tricky.
One enemy remaining.
But it's Forsaken to find John QT. Oh, mind freaking nasty!
Nice!
Oh,
Suara apa itu anjing?
PaperX, this team. Born entertainers.
It's in their blood, Lauren.
Look at this.
Just,
Oh.
I mean, hitting kind of like Zekken's classic, to be honest. Just full sprinting. A MasterCard thrifty hit from PaperX.
Hey, senyum, senyum!
A hint of emotion. Just a hint. That was the plan all along.
I need a gif of that. I need that just like small little smile just happens. But can they repeat it? Wait, Tens? Where are we going, Tens? Oh my word! For a second, did you forget who he is? Tens with 2. Massive impact through middle.
Sekali setengah mati,
Second just wants back. The second that they've got to buy, I swear, this just goes completely up in the air.
Nang sekali langsung begini, cok.
It's ridiculous. Divine mind freaks walking through the ruins of this round. Like, what the hell just happened?
Rikonnya nggak pernah ketembak dah ini si Sassy, cok. Tembak nggak pernah mau nembak Rikon dan anak PRX, cok.
This round, Sentinels not giving too much away. Zelsis just playing spoiler almost here, slowing down Mind Freak's progress.
Yeah, Sentinels are.
Yeah.
Hey! Kalau kelas gue nggak tahu sih.
Look at them.
Considering how volatile the last couple of rounds have been, I think just finding stability is key.
A breather.
Lama banget konco. Oh ini guys dari Valorantnya, Cok.
Yeah.
Sentinels.
Too far though, because
Udah tuh, Valorantnya tuh. Leg.
I mean, yeah, paranoia, 2 snake bites to work with.
30 seconds left. Something
Oh.
A little further away from PaperX here, but that's
Tempat
start.
dua, anjing.
Show me it again, please. I want to see Tens just walk middle on him. Like this was just beautiful to witness.
I mean, it's one of those responses, just like fight fire with fire.
Yep.
Something walks up short the previous round, right? Let's take mid away from them. Don't even let them creep on us.
Knife 3 orang sama Zekken anjir.
When you have players like your Tens, like your Zekkens, play them in.
Kok ini Zekken serem amat sih?
From the get-go, it still feels so weird, you know what I mean? You're looking at it.
But it's good for it.
It absolutely is. It weirdly works. I don't doubt it in his hands. But is it the solution?
Chill. Main tempo aja, main tempo.
Ten's looking to get interested again, this time from short, trying to play in Zekken. Not going to happen here, something's got to be cautious. There's layers to it. Noting another, but does Tens now swing? The flash is there. Tens deciding to back away, probably rightly so. It wasn't just one in middle, there was 3.
Zekkennya mati bro, Zekken mati menang. Kalau Zekken mati menang berarti Zekken doang guys.
Some issues from main here as well. Retrieve the orb and almost bait Sen out a little bit because these Elsa's and
Nice!
looking for the clearance, but elsewhere Mindfreak finds an opener. Sassy will fall. John QT next on the chopping block. Kept in check by the utility.
Mindfreak? Just heading straight towards CT.
I mean, with Paperrex you can never doubt things like that, but he can't do that's a kill on Tens.
He does that instead. Screw CT, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to take the fight. And it works. It works so perfectly. And still with that middle control, and look at this positioning from Monyet. The backline threat. Doesn't quite get what he wants with John QT. Something's closing in here. See the scope. That's a prized possession in hand too. You don't be losing that. He's got threats from all sides.
Nice.
Tower defense game at the end, but he does eventually fall.
Nice.
PaperX find their way back in. That success, yes, in middle it started, but again, it was that pick towards B that opened up the gates.
Itu kan gue bilang guys.
Very
Zekken mati menang, Cok. Harus Zekken mati dulu emang guys.
See Sentinels toying with the idea of a flash play out, but with no mid player there, and kind of the emphasis towards short. There's so many angles for PaperX to hold, and when you're already noting an operator on the other side of one of those angles, it's just not tangible.
Wah, hanya diras lagi, Cok, anjing.
To do so. And the trade back and forth continues
Aduh,
in terms of the round timeline.
Gue takut!
Looking at the paranoia, looking at the knife, this could be a goer. Do they actually try and turn on this one? It does look like Zekken wants in. Has to finally respect it on the other side. Monyet willing to challenge. And they're actually going back in. Divide going to put down Zelsis. Zekken trying to toy with them, trying to draw them into a fight, but they're not having any of it. Why would they? Ten's not getting played either here. Zekken, though, isolating Divide. And now they're in problems. Monyet has to give away the game, really, here.
Just as back up, they actually get the res. Somehow.
How the hell did they get the res under that?
Somehow Sentinels come out of that, resing and Devi falling.
You're
Udah nyet.
Bizarre. Mindfreak figuring out where all the utils on B though.
Spike's on the way. But does that reveal anything? No. John QT still unnoted here. They'll know he's nearby.
But I was going to say, there's a pit here to close off CT. That's a real concern now.
Right there.
Aduh, nice banget, Cok.
Something. Show us what you got.
Ada ngirim viewers ya guys ya? Ada paket ya?
Duty. You gotta somehow hold him back. CT not looking like the viable option. Wingman, I think, 10% in there.
As I say, the poison orb goes up, and now Monyet can send the showstopper inside the Viper's pit.
He goes for it. Again, it's still something waiting. They're getting close towards the stairs. He's isolated one. Mindfreak found Zekken. Spam towards CT, and it's connecting. Sentinel's not getting the play, and a great read from Monyet. Predicting Zelsis on the playback through. Did he see him then? He sees him now.
Monyet.
Finding Zelsis, trying to allow safe passage out, but Sasi's
masih ada
position
safety, bro.
noted.
Let's go. Paket dari Bang Mik. Halo, welcome. Paket dari Bang Mikis.
Hunting him down.
Aduh, di hunting udah miskin kita ya guys ya.
Potentially. Got a bit of cash to play with, but not that much anymore.
Next one, don't expect something to really be the one to chase this down. Mindfreak 2,600 in the bank.
Nice.
Does win out.
Yeah. And
On the skin of his teeth, 17 HP.
Nice.
I just feel like that was the most topsy-turvy outcome.
Yeah, like I said,
it went PRX's way.
Sentinels somehow come out top of this. I mean, Zekken finds his skill onto Divide.
Nice.
It's just really, really bizarre to see that exchange, but that whole time, Mindfreak is creeping closer and closer.
Diomelin, Cok.
It looks like PaperX are willing to stack up and fight for A main, and maybe Sentinels are thinking there's going to be one splitting short here, two splitting short, so we have to be conscious.
Masih diomelin sama Alex, guys.
So they give up a little bit of space. I mean, they didn't actually note Sassy's utility on the other side of the map either.
Gila sengit banget sih match. Ini match yang sengit banget sih guys. Kejar-kejaran guys, kagak ada yang dominasi sama sekali bro. Kemarin kan pas Genji Sentinel kan
no challenge coming back through John QT when the pit's available. They're going to lock off.
Genji kalah, Genji menang, mendominasi. Sentinel menang, mendominasi. Genji menang, mendominasi banget. Gitu-gitu aja guys. Kemarin itu kurang seru. Ini seru baru guys. Mepet skornya guys. Kalau sengit 3-0 tapi gimana bang? Ya udah kalau emang itu jalan Tuhan mau gimana guys? Kalau misalnya, tapi kalau gue yakin nggak 3-0 lah.
Slow it down a bit here. Let's have a conversation.
I mean, finally, the 1-for-1 back and forth.
Finally broke.
Yes. As we enter round 9.
Davai belum nge-kill guys.
For Divide, the only ultimate.
Oh my god, Davai kenapa di hari ini coy dia kelaparan kah?
Rinse and repeat, but this time it's something here.
Feeling a little more invested here.
Coach itu harusnya membuat pemainnya nyaman bang. Kalian tahu nggak sih si Alex malah marah tapi emang kedengeran guys. Pas lagi TO emang dia marah enggak kan?
Gonna get caught.
Nice banget fight. Davai gue bilang nggak langsung kill 2 cok.
Do you know what? Love to watch that one back. 10's
nice timingnya.
Mindfreak was already watching for it. The gates are open on A. This has been a mistake and a half towards that A site. Something going wrong that reveals completely.
Coach itu marah-marah guys.
Annihilating the
Tahu nggak sih kenapa? Coach itu marah-marah tuh karena dia mic-nya nggak kedengeran. Dia marah-marah tuh saat dirinya sendiri dia marah-marah. Dia kesel. Tapi kalau misalnya pas lagi TO, lagi time out, mereka tuh nggak marah guys. Mereka tuh malah tenang. Gue kan pernah nanya guys, Alex kalau lagi ngomong sama player nggak mungkin gue marah-marah lah, gila lu katanya. Kalau lu marah-marah mereka makin panik lah guys. Misalnya kayak, goblok banget sih lu, kenapa lu ngomong gini? Nggak mungkin coach kayak gitu guys, pas lagi TO ya. Oke guys, reset, kita punya ini, kalau bisa kamu jaga yang ini, ikuti strategi kayak gitu bro. Marah-marahnya itu pas lagi nggak ada mic-nya, nggak ada apa itu marah-marah. Itu loh guys.
Nowhere, they've tripled down on this, and again, an outplay. PaperX are reading this. They've started to really get a grip. This round isn't so much of a big deal considering the purchase. It will take the scoreline further away from Sentinels, but still, again, PaperX showing some real viability of dealing with this A presence, that pressure towards main. 10s, you got some magic for me here. Not quite on the second. When it's him, I'll always give it a second of doubt, but as it stands, it's 4 players alive. PaperX, plant on the way. Really only Sassy. Then he saw the threat.
Nice.
Little bro still getting cheers.
Nembak recon dulu. Oke, 6-4 yuk.
Not many today though.
No. Not the same.
It's playing for the defuse in the second half. Yeah, just a sheriff in the hands of Sassy to work back into this. QT will fall. Now feels like a bit of a formality here. Sassy can find a consolation by Forsaken. Keep 4 alive here for PaperX as they find their 6th. Starting to hit a groove now for without a response from Sentinels.
Are we going to see those last 2 rounds come in from Sen? So
another miracle comeback in a half to tie things up.
Hey, if I get more of map 1, I'm...
Oke, uangnya udah banyak banget guys, PaperX guys.
Give me another 6-6.
8-4 yuk, bisa 8-4 yuk.
I'm down.
Mindfreak menyala banget bang, iya Mindfreak monyet nih, nyala nih guys, mantap nih guys. Jason something menyala juga, tapi ya udah biasa aja. Davai udah mulai bangkit ya.
Maybe a flash over the top though from Zelsa to see where he's positioned.
Okay, is that gonna do the trick?
This looks like a pacey hit here with the snake bites.
Okay, but I wouldn't... Does Zelsis get to keep his life? There's a lot of question marks about this one. The Paranoia Sen, they're trying to stall this out. The Hunter's Fury gonna connect. That's Divide gone down. That's an issue. Smoke's now depleted. Zekken gonna find the punish on towards short, and Ten's getting curious, going for a walk, and they have no idea Ten's is there! The small adjustment making a massive hit for Sen. And maybe looking like we're on for another 6-6.
Spoken into existence.
Astaga,
I mean, 100 kills
yes.
is so many examples of just how devastating it is on these fast A hits if you don't get out of main.
Kenapa nggak sabar dulu guys ya? Waktunya masih panjang anjir.
Unfortunately, here with the utility invested so quickly, it feels like PaperX are a little offbeat, behind the curve almost. I mean, the mosh pit lands in front of door. I'm not even sure who takes first contact here on the side of Sen, but with that utility coming out, you think PaperX...
Ini kenapa sih Valorant, astaga?
are going to explode.
Oh! Who's behind it? Looks like Monyet be the one to backfill this and dive on forward. Takes a lot of space, actually. Is noted by the knife, but I don't know if they know the progression until now. John QT's on red alert, but he's disrespected. Monyet is... What the hell just almost happened? He almost died through heaven and got away with it. Device still alive. It's a 3v2. Lockdown comes in. The Spike is left in a disastrous position, Mike.
Yeah, Sen should be able to secure this. Still 60 seconds left for Divine Forsaken. I mean, opportunity here to TP in and steal the Spike from under their noses. And that's going to be...
And TP across, yeah, taking no risk.
I mean, a ton of time left to work with, but you almost want Divine to really bail out of that and TP on the other side of the map. Give them some sort of hope at converting the Spike retrieval into a plant. Because John QT's already got ahead of this now. Still got his full utility set up.
They're going to know that the utility's online, so they're going to know that he's back. But the ult, Mike, that could be pretty useful. I guess it's going to be the signal of how close John QT is. Does get caught by it, will respect it. This should be game on. And plant on. Nice. 13 seconds, and look at the position. Look at the position of Forsaken. This is a risk, but it could be worth it. But there is still utility in middle. If John QT falls,
he got pinged.
This is so dangerous. Divine needs to live here. He's got to play this so perfectly. Exactly that. So if John QT falls, it's game on. Maybe Forsaken finds something, but the turn of attention's going to be now. The penny's dropped. He's lost it. He couldn't do anymore. Trying to make a worldly play, but Divine output in the hardest of situations. A 1v3. Not going to happen. It's all like that one. 6-6.
Another recovery here from Sentinels to close things out. A tied half when they're staring down the barrel of an 8-4. Unfortunately caught off guard here. Monyet just on a PaperX mission with a shorty.
A little wild. But still, 6-6. What a fantastic start here in this second map. Can't wait for more, but for now, I do believe we can check in with the vertical stream.
Another 6-6 half. I am here joined by a very special crowd. We have Crazy, Zoe, GB, and Fitinho here. Guys, I've heard that you're doing some vertical stream. How is the experience going here?
Oh, it's a long experience, obviously, because we're vertical. The games have been fantastic. Like, it's been incredible. The crowd is amazing. The games are amazing. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Alex, I've heard you've been doing some casting as well.
I've been doing some casting. First thing I want to say, Hola Madrid! That's right, baby! Make some noise!
It's very casual. We have kind of watch party vibes, so we've been having a lot of fun the entire time, and we have a lot of amazing guests that are popping in and out all of the time, so we've been having so much fun.
Te butuh pistol sih, guys.
Hacer una invasión, Fitinho, ya te lo pregunto en español directamente. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás viviendo esta experiencia y cómo estás viendo sobre todo a los equipos que vemos?
A ver, está muy guay, sobre todo el anterior mapa ha estado súper ajustado y las rondas han sido súper caóticas y ver el público tipo celebrándolo y tal es la hostia. Sobre todo desde aquí arriba es como, no sé, se escucha como el triple, el cuádruple, es una barbaridad.
Y hay muchísima gente, muchísimas gracias a todos por venir. Esperamos que estéis disfrutando. I was just asking him how, you know, what he thinks about the experience. He thinks that being here is amazing, that the crowd is insane. So keep it up. I want to know, guys, who do you have your money on?
Oh, Gen G all the way from day one.
Oh, but for today.
For today.
She's so Gen G pilled, she's still thinking about the final.
Sentinels, obviously Sentinels. I want to see the rematch.
Ooh, but do you think it's going to be a 3-0, or do you give PaperX some maps?
I think it's going to be 3-0.
Big Alex?
I'm going 3-1 Sentinels.
Crazy?
I'm going 3-2 PaperX.
Okay.
Nah, gitu dong. Masa Sentinel semua?
Okay, we love that. We're going to toss it back to the casters because this map needs an end.
Hi, Mike.
Bye-bye. Kenapa sih bye-bye guys? Kenapa sih bye-bye guys? Kenapa sih bye?
How's it going?
Oh, look at that.
When does the audio come back in? Have I just said that? And he's not even
Yeah, literally, he's just like that without the headset. But no, great to check in with everyone here. I think all of you at home as well, hopefully, can pick up on this. The atmosphere in here is absolutely wild. People really heating up to this game, and rightly so. It's been a cracker so far. Close first map, second already looking good. PaperX keeping this within touching distance. Sentinels getting back up to 6. Finding those solutions late, somewhat like map 1. Does it follow that path again? Sen now on the attack, PaperX on the defense.
Big gap left open here by PaperX towards 8. It's only Monyet really shouldering tree. Smoke will confirm the knife, the second layer to this, and that will call the rotation in motion.
This Monyet is
very early, actually, sorry, a very late drone to come through and clear short here, and Monyet punished on the back of it.
Caught something too. So good information flying back in here. Monyet down could be an issue.
They know everything's coming from heaven now.
Getting ready with a high flash, trying to counter the Dizzy. Coming on in, buying a couple of seconds, and it does. Zels is now going to get that classic ready to go. Not going to be able to get to use it this time. Forsaken the one to break back in. They've cleared 10s. Hold on.
Nice.
They're clearing the site. Zaken, how much can one man do? Not enough. It's on John QT. He's going to clutch up, and they line up. Another 1v1. How much can one man do? That's John QT. Sheer impact alone has been off the charts.
The pistol round protocols continue to excel for Sentinels. I love this delay investment of the drone here to really take that space away, even more so from PaperX. And the pinch through to mid as well. It's that second layer, the security in this execution. No stone left unturned.
Aduh. Pistolnya nggak dapat, guys. 2 kali, guys.
Now I'm just going to think of John QT's face. That's it. That's it. I'm just going to see it.
John QT clutch.
Honestly. I don't know if he's got the funds for the sponsorship, but he might need to get some. Like, you know. Again, this round, Sheriff's not going to find any purchase really with it. A little bit of resistance, but not quite enough to really dissuade Sen. Pathing straight towards the A site. Waits. Something. Not going to get much play into this either. What Mindfreak can do from here, though. That's not bad.
Spike down.
I'll show you something special, Mindfreak. You wanna? Nah, not this round. He's chilling. Not quite flawless.
Bayaran.
Previously, I mean, I can't remember now, but the round 2s have been flawless.
Yeah, they have been.
To get Sentinels a very comfortable cushion to kick things off. 21-8. I come back to that same thing earlier. This is the performance you want from Zaken.
Zaken panas banget, anjir.
Side of the Sentinels map pool.
And that's scary.
Zaken doang tuh yang panas, Cok.
You might have thought you had a window coming into a map when he's not on, that raise, when he's, a little out of, let's say, his full comfort role, which is ridiculous. He is arguably one of the best in the world.
I mean, coming back swinging from what felt like a rough day in the last series they played, well, rough end, sorry.
Yes.
The series was very uncharacteristic. It's been all gas, no brakes for him so far here in Madrid.
Right there.
And a re-hit going to come through. Monyet needs to be... Yeah, that's not good enough. Getting so invested, he wants to find the information, want to take that space, but going to be punished.
Look at the spacing behind it, though,
there was
on the rifle round.
A mistake made there for him. He's going to be kicking himself, because that's an upgrade to hand as well. That's going to be brought right on through. And something getting curious in middle. See, John QT's position is perfect. They are ready on every single lane. The PRX want to play in. Sentinels looking like they almost have like a wall hack in this. Like they have read them so damn well. Sassy clears to Vi.
Well, here comes the flawless. Just Forsaken left on 1v5. Like I said, it was missing in round 2, but Sentinels looking to find one regardless.
Spike planted.
John QT. You can see as well, very early on, PaperX identify that he's going to be in these sorts of positions, but Sentinel's so well equipped to bolster this formation. Well, flawless is out the window now.
I'll find you.
Can't believe we've done this to us.
No more.
Relax a little.
I mean, they've got good funds behind this.
They're laughing.
Ayo guys, sumpah guys, itu main defense-nya kayak kemarin. Pas lawan KC kuat defense-nya anjir.
Trade back that first, but once it's set in motion, I don't know what really you can do at that point.
Forsaken will have to let this one pass him by. Find another one here, but 9-6. PaperX tapped out financially here. Yeah, just a little bizarre. I mean, even the second swing here from Mindfreak, it's individuals trying to catch timings. There's no double swing onto an angle.
Oh.
Not sure what page of the strap book that's from.
No, probably quite deep in, I'd imagine.
Is that scrap for mid?
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
Triddle play.
The classic Triddle
Classic
look.
Triddle.
Shit, they're good.
Okay, PaperX, you got to get a little something going here, because that very faint heartbeat that he came in with is starting to get quieter. This buy is rotten as well. Forsaken, yes, the rifle, but the rest
utama langsung ke-6, cok, anjing.
on his back really to make something
Langsung ke
happen.
10,
But they seem
anjir.
so prepared, so aware of the possibility. Ten's waiting for anyone to go try and find some information in middle. Does he spot Forsaken? Oh, Tens!
With the ego shout. It's beautifully done.
Here. Just for a second, you can kind of forget it's 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think, oh, it's, you know, well, Zekan's having a big game, all good. And then you just occasionally get a 10s moment like that. Oh, Zekan, okay, no, he's got a spotlight back on him. All good, all good. Also noted the player in market there. The plant looking unfazed. I don't think there's going to be much to challenge. This round wasn't really going to be the highlight one.
Guys, balik dong
Managed
itu.
to get that rifle, I think, off
Defense,
the body
rapi.
of Forsaken, so
yeah.
that's still in play, but what else can they achieve with this? Monyet, yes, a little bit deeper in, but...
Decent util, but a 3v5 nonetheless. The Sentinels looking to play very active here in this mid
Like,
lurk
look,
coming through.
He's so clean with it.
Finds Mindfreak. You got to feel like that seals the deal on this round. Monyet will find a consolation.
Let's get out. Oh, caught in the heels. Devi looking to do some damage. Oh, John dead, yeah.
The double headshot.
Ay.
Double digits found. Unfortunately, with this cleaner start from Sentinels in the second half, that 6-6 quickly becomes so concerning.
And
Sentinels now, another buy round. You're on 11. You have to give that up because the finances aren't there.
Correct.
We had investment in the previous. Yes, the loss bonus will come into effect, but it doesn't bail you out of this sort of position.
No.
And it's been pretty clinical from Sentinels in the second half so far.
Udah nggak bisa W sih guys, menurut gua guys harus defense cok. W-nya pasti udah di expect bro.
But just look at the funds.
Udah nggak bisa W guys. Pasti udah dibaca pas tadi W-nya.
5K, 7K, stacked up, one off the lockdown, the Blade Storm, the TP, and the null command. I mean, even here, this is absolutely devastating to be facing off against this, and you must win buy round.
Yeah, it's
Forsaken's one away, sure, but it's.
Is that enough?
It doesn't stop the tsunami that's possible with these ultimates being available.
Kacau, kacau.
Needs to retrieve an orb. The null command.
Bisa guys. Bisa stay on nih guys ya. Dapat wejangan dari Coach Alex.
Post plant.
There's so many options.
Yeah.
Looking like almost insurmountable odds, but we know that PaperX can somehow go around them. There is
nggak pakai kayu bang, nggak ada, makanya nggak pakai karena emang nggak biasanya pakai kayu kayaknya. Nggak ada kayu men soalnya di situ guys.
Not on his comfort, but look at him
gue sih
now.
gitu ya, udah pede banget agent kayak begini guys. Udah fight something nggak nyala cowok.
Heartbreak for PaperX here, not getting
susah banget cowok.
Towards the end of this game, little set piece to start with, so they can catch anyone here. No steps heard. No chance to bring into effect. Second. Not noted either, gets played in.
Still finds it.
Still gonna catch something.
I mean, the time is just a little bit off there with the Prowler as well. Zekan's allowed to reset.
I'll find you.
Oh, does Forsaken go fact finding?
Another bite.
And this is looking like it's a trap waiting there, shouldered. He's got to be careful.
There.
Does he get away? Gonna pop the ult? Are they gonna just go off this? I think they are. There is another player on the side, but look at that! Zasi's caught him! Do they know about Monyet? They absolutely don't. There's still a chance. Can he hold this together? Can one man deny the entirety of Sentinels?
Hey!
No, it's second.
Kok nggak dapet sih Net? Aduh, kenapa itu lo udah nggak ada senjata dia?
Just on the warpath, Sentinels gonna get another here. Surely Mindfreak is already backing a little here. Given no avenue forward. Doors shut. CT is not in their control. Utility on the T side of
Anjir turu banget defense-nya, Cok. Astaga. Kenapa lagi nge-lag anjir? Cok!
Just gotta drift away and fake.
I'm not sure how much got invested, but Sassy creeping closer and closer here.
Mike. He's clearing everything.
Tadi bagus mainnya, cuy.
Oh. Round win, go away. Okay, all good. No one else
Saving
close.
grace.
Yeah, and that's the most positive element of that last round. The fact they got to keep a rifle. Sentinels have looked so dominant here. This is scary for the map pool. This changes
I thought I actually got caught on the utility here, but I think Zekken just swings as it ends at this second kill.
Oh!
I mean, it looks outrageous from the other end.
Yeah,
but
it did.
I mean, that makes it even worse than Zekken plays the timing perfectly here to catch something to open that round up. Not yet. Doesn't catch Celsius.
Revealing area.
Actually, that should just be the green light for Sentinels to hit B here, yeah.
So much util, so much seen.
Has to anchor.
Good luck.
He's committed as well.
Gonna spot a couple players here. They're gonna know there's at least two towards CT early. Ult gonna come through, TP taken, Dizzy's gonna be sent. Zekken's still alive and breathing, but gotta move. Can't make it worth it this time. Gonna get pinned down, something with the punish, but there's the answer right back. Tens and John QT in unison. Still a problem on the site though. Can Tens get out? He's got his TP.
Nice.
Caught. Monyet with a critical kill. Gonna send the
banget, Nyet,
showstopper
sumpah.
down. Paint shell to follow, but it's the spike being left there. They're going to invest the lockdown. They're trying to fight for that spike and get it in hand. Execution! John QT on the drive-by. They're trying to stand and fight, but they can't deal with John QT. Monyet falls! And Sentinels post 12.
You peel back the layers and Sentinels still look comfortable. In some disastrous scenarios, the flash play here to catch the backside of this lockdown. Like you said, execution style. It's just beautiful to watch.
One enemy remaining.
Mind Freak, he said initially, looked like he was going to have to solo anchor this. Another round, no response here from Paperrex in the second half. Last purchase doesn't look pretty. Some ultimates to work with, but Sentinels.
With the...
I don't know, but Monyet's 33 HP already.
Yeah, and again, so much shown early on. They're just going to continue this warpath straight towards the A site.
Mind Freak has to dump everything at the front door to try and slow things down, but it does nothing.
No. Floodgates are open, Mike. That plant's coming in. I don't know what can stop it now. What are you up to there? Thinking about something, but decides against it.
Flash in maybe from Zelsis, but he's got no flashes left.
It's a fight on three fronts here. CT, you got Tree, and you got the T side of it, but there's so much going on now.
TP it out.
TP away, Forsaken swings the site, and now here comes the crunch. Where's Tens gone is the big question. Forsaken still fighting.
He's re-wrapping
still
main.
trying to do it. This is going to be on Tens. You've got to see Sussy buy time. He's got to try and play this fight. Oh, and he plays so well, and they have no idea about Tens. Now it's his time to shine. 13, Sen, clean map 2.
A photo finish here, clinical from Tens.
He's the chosen one for a reason, baby.
The second coming of Tens. Beautiful stuff. And a dominant second half performance here from Sentinels.
What a showing. You thought this was a weakness. You thought this was your big chance. Not yet. And now on the horizon, Mike. Split. Horrifying prospect. This
pusing,
is now an
guys!
uphill battle, and I want to watch it all.
Anjir earbudsnya nyangkut di kuping anjing. Di map ini bau banget mereka anjing, gak ada nembak, guys. Cok, gimana nih guys? Map ketiga split lagi guys. Pusing gua guys. Map Sentinel lagi guys. Map Paperrex kena bantai begini guys. Aneh banget ya. Davai lagi turun, gak kelihatan. Davai gak nembak sama sekali bro, gak kelihatan guys. Siapa yang pusing adik-adik? Pusing sampai mencret guys. Guys, gimana nih guys ya? Gimana nih guys? Ini yang gue bilang. Ini yang bisa dibilang disebut dengan di dalam match itu ada yang namanya hari bau. Ini hari baunya Paperrex guys. Tadi di map kedua ya, map 1 oke lah. Map kedua cow anjir. Kurang konsisten aja sih guys. Ini si Zekan bisa konsisten. Zekan nih mirip-mirip sama si ini sih guys. Mirip-mirip sama Jing, mirip-mirip sama si Texture ya, selalu konsisten ya. Ya kan? Kalau si Jing kan juga konsisten kan guys ya. Jing pas main di turnamen kan juga selalu top frag mostly. Terus kayak selalu ada momentum guys si Jing ini guys. Tekstur juga lengket. Nah, Jing kan masih ini guys, lagi off dulu guys. Dia lagi mau militer. Bisa lah, bisa guys, bisa yuk, percaya bisa reverse sweep yuk. Percaya guys, percaya dulu guys. 1 map, 2 map, 3 map, let's go teman-teman ya. Ya sih, kita percaya guys. Momentum VCT Pacific Final akan terulang kembali guys ya. 2-3 dari 2-0 jadi 3-2 guys. Gak percaya. Tapi di game pertama tadi bagus guys. Di map pertama bagus kok aimnya. Map pertama lumayan bagus teman-teman. Map pertama bagus guys. Kita tinggal lihat aja guys ya. Map kedua kan kurang. Map ketiga kalau bagus lagi ya udah let's see. Or mungkin map ketiga si Zekan udah biasa aja gitu kan, ya udahlah nggak apa-apa lah. Better gitu loh. Bisa nendang gitu guys. Zekannya kalau lagi kayak begitu anjir cok. Kayak tekstur sama aja bohong anjir. Genji gua rasa bakal ada high chance bang untuk juara. Betul. Sangat ada high chance. Zekannya aja sih guys yang terlalu panas banget cok dia cok nembaknya. Gak ada wave-wave-nya cok tadi. Map berapa bang? Tadi udah map 2 guys, sekarang map 3 ya. Kan BO5 guys. Ayolah, masa BO5 masa? Ya kali BO5 masa 3-0 ya kan?
That was a fantastic second half of Ascent for Sentinels. They lead 2-0 in this best of 5. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Sideshow and Tom Biz. Now, can anybody stop Zekan? I don't think so.
No, they can't.
No.
Do you have any further questions, Your Honor?
No, that's it. Should we just jump into map
back
3?
into the game.
Yeah. I want to watch more of Zekan. It's just too good.
It's unbelievable what he's doing. There are spots where he's sets him up, it's a great strat, yada, yada, yada. But you expect him to get
Zekan,
like
300 ACS-nya guys ya.
He runs around and he's just murdering everybody.
He is 14 and 4
Zekan 300 lagi anjing. Coba lihat, 2 game 300 ACS guys.
Destroying everyone.
He's got 200 ADR over the first 2 maps. He's averaging 340 ACS. He's plus 31. What? I don't care about the numbers, but you just look at what he's doing as well. He's winning so many duels that from the PaperX side, it's just got to be flattening.
Yeah, I mean, it's all Tekken.
Kalau
Yes,
dapat
all
split,
Tekken
gua
right
rasa
off the
Sunset
start.
bisa kayak jadi
Here
dua
is
sama.
Kent in our Verizon high-speed moment, and this is a really cool set play from them right after they lost a round as well.
Yep, there's the flash, there's the recon, 10s TPs inside the smoke, sets up, dominates the first one because he's there so fast, and gets the second off the back of the recon. And actually, Sen were doing a lot of these early round aggressive plays. Not all of them worked, but it was something I think that they pulled from the game where Gen G beat PaperX by doing a lot of plays like this where they turned up the tempo. And that was straight from the Pacific Finals. They've done their homework.
I think a lot of PaperX utility on that attack as well really works once you get into the execution. So if you just deny them any of that initial space, you can basically disrupt them. And then when they go onto their own attack, it's pretty quick from then on out.
Yeah, I mean, every half that we've seen has been close, apart from the one you just watched, where Sen did not go around.
Apa hubungannya sama Liel babi?
History could be destined to repeat itself. They've never won a global best of 5 ever before. But on the other side, though, for Sentinels, they were there for the first Masters where they made it all the way to the Grand Finals. They won it. And do we feel like maybe something is in the air to push them to another Grand Finals for the first time in a very long time?
Pialanya masih burik banget, Cok. Zaman dulu, guys.
Seeing right now, it is brutal. No, this is looking like a completely revitalized Sentinels, and honestly, obviously I think Gen G play a completely different game, but if you're getting Zekken and Tens like this, compare them to the series versus Gen G, and we might actually have a game in the final. I'm kind of already looking there though, because right now
nggak berubah-berubah, dia masih begitu-begitu aja.
It's a little bit of recency bias in my head because we've just seen such a dominant half. But the problem is, even apart from that, Sen was still edging them out on the previous map. It does feel like Sen are going to another final. It does feel like Tens revitalized on a new role is going to have an opportunity to grasp another trophy or at least fight for one.
Kita nggak tahu guys, ini mungkinan Corsair main race atau enggak guys, kita nggak tahu ya.
There before and here now.
He's back, baby. He's back. He's definitely back. I think the reason you guys are kind of a bit down in the dumps about PaperX is because map 3 is split. It had to be split of all maps. This is where we unanimously said that maybe they have close to 0 chance.
I want 4 Whimsy. I want it to come out. I want them to go back to the triple duelist. I want them to go crazy. I want them to play full PaperX because I think if they play the sort of more standardized version of the comp they brought out, I don't think they win.
And I think the problem is too, the win condition in my head for PaperX was that they play fast and they get into good positions, which I think they have done generally across 3 halves that we've watched. But then the players are better than those on Sen. That you have like a limp day from Tens and Zekken as you do with Gen G. Now it's going to be the same thing coming out again from PaperX, and I really feel like this point is absolutely crucial. Zekken cannot be the best player in the server.
No,
he just can't if they want any chance of winning.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
But Monya's going back onto the Raze, which Forsaken had taken off him. The Sky now goes onto Forsaken as well. Device switched it up onto the Viper. They have gone with different people on the composition, so it is another change.
Oh shit, guys.
I think it's... I don't mind it necessarily. The problem is, Forsaken in pretty much all their split games has been the win condition.
Yeah.
Sure, he's still going to be aggressive on the Sky. Let's not be foolish. He's not going to sit
passive.
A lot of it was down to the movement abilities he had. He was able to get
Thank you, Rudy!
His Yoru was basically him just TPing into corners and wrecking.
Amin, terima kasih teman-teman ya.
Well, it's a change in
Tolonglah, di hari yang membahagiakan ini tolonglah menanglah satu map dulu.
Away from another grand finals, it's time to hand it over to your casters, Pansy and HyperX, to see if they can bring it home.
Deep breaths now, PaperX. Last time we saw them at those big international events.
Masalahnya si Forsaken apa main Sky, cowok gue nggak, aduh main Sky lagi dia guys.
Map 3, and Mike, it's split.
Has the loss versus Gen G knocked the confidence of Sen enough? I mean, can PaperX reproduce what their Pacific partners in crime did versus Sentinels? And the questions coming in, the comp change up, well, I say the role change up at least. Definitely a question mark here. Well, PaperX can find any sort of comfort now. A little bit of a mix-up. Sentinels, though, kicking things off on the attacking side. Stack actually inside Mail here to maybe greet this presence from Sentinels. Trade-off of utility, the Poison Orb goes up. Sentinels thinking better of it.
Ini Johnny Kitty ntar defense-nya di-add, tai banget sini guys. Benci banget gue liat.
Readdressing B main.
Split Sentinel nih kuat banget masalahnya guys, tau gue guys.
Mind Freak still has that paranoia. Could stall them if necessary. And he's looking like he's getting it ready. Backing away. Yeah, there's the burst on site. Gotta respect it for now. You're looking for the support to come through from Heaven, and it's not really taking any time. They've done it quickly, springboarding straight in. Zelsis doing well, and you're right, they've denied the plant, but already Monyet with the trade out here. Zelsis gonna get it back, and we're down to a 3v3 on both sides. Sassy! Mind Freak was right there! You're not gonna get out with a spike, but luckily Zelsis with a quick grab and a run.
John QT's already in spawn though, look at this. Ready to cut off this rotation.
God. Surely they have no idea. Do they even Forsaken was having a look. It's like he's checking for this. Maybe the lack of presence. Maybe considering it's John QT, they're thinking, where the hell's this guy gone? They found him now, but can he buy enough time? Can he keep him safe? Zelsis, potentially. I'm looking towards Mind Freak as he's pathing towards Heaven. He's going to hear this, surely. How does
15 seconds.
Why do I feel like there's something going to go on here? Forsaken has found John QT.
Nice.
Zelsis put down by Mind Freak. PaperreX get the first, but what a chaotic start.
Masalahnya mereka nggak ada trap guys. Ini lurkernya ini bahaya banget, mereka nggak punya trap ya.
Caught on the way back out trying to retrieve the spike. The flood comes through so quickly that Sentinels just don't have a window of opportunity to try and find this plant. See Monyet.
Let's go, nice guys, nice
Right
start,
up
brother!
In the faces of Sentinels.
It's a good start, they needed that. Feeling like they were really under the weight of Sentinels after map 2, especially that big run they went on, getting around here was huge. Could unlock a couple more rounds to get behind for themselves here. Maybe put that reminder of that Gen G matchup in Sentinels' minds. For now though, we look at what's in front of us. A mistake for Monyet.
Jelek banget Cahya dah.
You can see the pressures here, Mike. This is the difference. Again, play that round back a different occasion. He's not making that mistake, but here we are.
Only an SMG to go across though. What can Tens do with it?
The paranoia's landed. Devi's got to be careful now. Potentially a gap closer there. Mind Freak could get caught off. PaperreX though, doing well. Stabilizing. Gotta control what's on the side. Devi's got to be cautious. 6 HP, and that was the counter swing then.
Nice.
Forsaken there, ready to pick up the reins. Zekken. Classic's good. I don't think it's all. Oh my god. I'll shut up. Nice. Almost got scared.
Got 2 headshots there.
Yep.
Ini si Zekken serem banget ya, bro.
But 2-0 regardless for PaperreX.
It's huge for them. That's huge for them, Mike.
A slight fumble at the start here. Luckily, doesn't amount to anything. I guess slowed down.
Did you
Diomelin tuh guys, si Cahya diomelin.
Like I said, we'll touch base later.
Yeah. I think the desk might even do a segment on it.
Yeah. Get the subtitles.
Yes, please.
The lip reading challenge with Alex.
Dangerous game. Now, can they do something with this though? Let's look. PaperreX coming in with the Outlaw Ordnance, but right side, right place, Sen on the way. Rifles here, counter play down towards ramp. They want to take back that pressure. Monyet with a fantastic pickup. Divine doubles down. PaperreX starting to ignite here. They've got themselves into a 4v2. Zelsis and John QT have nowhere to go as well. Look at the flank position coming out from Mind Freak. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice!
Get caught. It's just Zelsis left to try and recover this. Forsaken's low as well. Chance to play back in here. Now 1v2.
Oh, dearie me. And he's not seen Mind Freak.
Flank, yeah.
So he'll start thinking, where the hell's this guy at? He's read it so well! Zelsis, are you serious? After all that work, is this how it happens? And with 53 seconds, he's got time to play with.
19 bullets left though. Pit in the back pocket.
Something on the run.
Yeah. A chance here to get the spike down cleanly because something's not moving too quickly just yet.
There it is.
Spread awkward, but
something's diving in.
Very good coverage.
Look at his positioning. Surely does Zelsis consider this? He does! Nothing can stop him! You would have said every day of the week PaperreX would have that round until Zelsis had a word.
Flips the script on PaperreX.
Kenapa dah sumpah? Ini flanknya si Aaron kenapa nggak dapet, Cok?
What felt disastrous for Sentinels to start things off. Again, even here, PaperreX do everything right to kick this round off. Then, again, the protocols just slip through their fingers a little bit. Forsaken, isolated as the second layer of that setup on ramp. And a perfect read on the flank. Even baits him in, a little spray into the wall to pull Mind Freak closer.
There.
Again, that was, I guess, the bonus if you wanted to look at it that way as well. So, that's a bigger issue though.
Nasi, bro.
Finding something early on removes a huge piece away from the hand they were playing.
I'm out of stuff.
Sentinel's able to comfortably reset behind it as well.
Is this red? Very PaperX approach to readdress the extremity, and the trade out may not be enough unless Forsaken over delivers. All right, that's.
Flash doesn't catch though.
Okay, so Tens has crept towards Pillar. Zelsys the next here. Forsaken's got a fair fight and he wins it. Tens goes down, and with 45 HP he's got support. But Zelsys isolates him again. He's all alone and he's surrounded. There's no safety to fall back to. As Sasi really coming in key this round.
Clear all this space out. Divide unnoted, but only a Spectre in hand. One Snakebite to work with as well, but a 1v3 nonetheless.
Gorgeous.
Wow, the upgrade's
gorgeous. He's expecting the flank.
He's looking for John QT now. John QT's already created so much pressure previously. Has to re-clear this space. Time to do it, yes, but allow Sentinels to set up in a very, very comfortable position. Spy cam should be indicative now of John QT's repositions Elsis. Again, the one to seal the deal. Sentinels tie things up to a piece.
Hey guys. Something mati early lagi, Cok.
PaperX to their money. Not great, and losing out that early.
Dia nggak ada dash apa, guys?
Something is, that's going to sting a little bit there. Still made close. Not close enough. Celsius up to 8 in this game. Very early impact from him. Doing wonders. On the other side, Forsaken. Another nicey from self-purchase Mike is missing.
Seeker's available for Sentinels, but that's all there is. One off the neural theft. Zekken, decent progress already.
Semangat guys, semangat guys.
For Forsaken.
PRX, semangat deh. Kita PRX semangat semuanya. PRX.
Now, we're going to read this correctly. A gap in mid. Clearing all this space once again. Sassy actually finds it with the Trailblazer. Something with a response onto Tens though.
Okay.
Can he get out of this?
Oh my god.
They're running him down.
Oh my god. Sassy wants him so dead. Finally catching him in the heels. And looking at the site though, there's still a player to clear. That's going to be Divide.
There.
Is he going to be able to find much impact here? Zekken already going to take. Ooh. Did he spot something? I definitely spotted something.
I think it was just a spam in. Regardless, Divide will fall. Mindfreak responds once again.
2v3. Okay, Zekken maybe overdoing it a little there. Maybe unnecessary to take that fight on CT.
HP's going to be tricky for PaperX though.
Spotting one on the site, but that plays in John QT. Does Forsaken get a chance at this? He does. He knows that Sasi is on the site, down by Pillar. What can Forsaken do? Toying with time. You can see the readjust from Sasi.
Did he spot him?
I don't think he did. Forsaken has... No, he did! Sasi again! More impact from the man. Good work there. But PaperX, considering the purchase, still dangerous.
Early response found here from Sentinels. I was curious of actually where that kill came through. I mean, Monyet just caught up. Something trying to backstab this play up mid. Sentinels, no fear to chase that kill down though. Won't let any threat develop in these rounds. Bladestorm online now for something. One away from the showstopper for Monyet. Maybe an exploration outside A. I mean, how much do PaperX invest to really dislodge John QT from this position? He's commanding so much of PaperX.
See the adjustment already from Forsaken as well, looking towards middle. John QT is such a nuisance of a player to deal with. And the 3 plays stack in middle. Going to be working its way up. Again, displacing Forsaken. Has to respect it. Doesn't want to be taking isolated fights. Posting up Zekken into the corner here.
Deg-degan banget, Cok.
Slow burn here for Sentinels in round 6. PaperX finally now looking to explore the map. Paranoia through B main, orb retrieve, but here's the crunch in. The ropes in. Nice. Divide gets both of them.
Yeah, and that's the spike. Left loose, Tens with a quick collection and considering what he wants to do.
Nice, yeah. Next time.
Catching off Zels as they try to make progress towards B. The spike is back in hand though. Tens yet to really make his mark.
5 lawan 2 lo ya, 5 lawan 2 lo ya.
T by his side. And the map is treacherous. PRX have good control across it. Yeah, beautiful from Mindfreak.
Aron lagi nyala guys, tembak.
1v5. First found. No damage taken. Forsaken indead low. Gonna drop down. Trying to toy with it. He's come back. He's got it. He's waiting for Monyet to swing.
Nice.
A second earlier, he'd have had a fight on that.
Yeah, only 10 seconds left. He had to try and make a move here. 3 survive for PaperX. There'll be 3 ultimates on their backs as well. Timing a little off here.
Itu jelek sih Tens. Si Sentinel lompat ke bawah gitu sih riskan ya guys ya.
Response, but doesn't result in a kill for Sentinels.
Nice ya. Gak usah puji Aron bang. Apa sih dipuji nggak boleh teman-teman gue guys.
Showstopper, Blade Storm, and the Pit in hand now for PaperX. Sentinels have a couple. The TP and the Neural Theft not as impactful, but the Showstopper in the hands of Zekken. Curious what the adjustment will be here, if any, from Sentinels. Maybe try and capitalize a little early on John QT's presence and pressure that he's creating.
Bisa guys, ayo guys, tiga sama nih.
Of PaperX there, trying to dig him out of that spot, and it's burning up a flash from Forsaken.
Certainly a lot to check in on now. Considering that if you look at the way this round actually hit, it's the first round that they've got back. It was 3 on the trot for Sen.
Sampai sahur kah bang? Ya sampai kelar aja guys.
It slips away. Pause. We're back in.
Kalau misalnya 2-1 ya masih ada map 4, map 5 bisa jadi.
I'm looking at what they go financially here as well. For Sen, maybe just going to spread the wealth a little, just even out the economy.
Oke, yuk bikin
momentum
yuk. Bikin momentum yuk.
But I see Bucky with Zekken, so...
Wow.
And I did see a...
Zekkennya biasa aja nih guys, Zekken belum kelihatan guys.
Yeah, I've seen Judges, Sliggies, and Buckies, so maybe it'll make something of it.
The crowd will get what they want here, at least with the Bucky.
There we go.
I hate that he's reintroducing this weapon.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back.
And he finds value with it as well.
Like, look at what he did on Lotus. It's so good.
Okay, santai dulu aja, slowly, play slowly, guys.
Yeah, this
Monyet respecting this now.
Ooh. Okay. Not having the chance to close in on this yet. Long rotation. Paranoia not going to find purchase. And neither does the ult on the other side. Monyet did invest his as well.
Back-to-back roses. Yep. Hate to come up. Apply a little further pressure onto Zekken, but Mindfreak getting curious.
Oh, Mindfreak, this is so dangerous. Against this sort of buyer, rifle falling into hands. They had no idea about Tens. Tens gets played in. That's one. Monyet on the run as well. He doesn't want to get too close to the stand. Punch comes down. Sentinels making it dangerous. And now Tens with a rifle. Sassy on the site. It's a 2v2. Something takes a glance and he takes a bullet. Forsaken dives in. Perfect shot on Sassy. But Tens for 1v2.
Nice.
Not today. PaperX weather the storm.
Aron tadi timingnya kurang ya, timingnya tadi jelek.
Just not connecting for Sentinels here. Paranoia gets sent through. PaperX wise to it. The awareness that maybe
Tapi berdarah dikit ya. Oke, something. Kasih tahu OP lu something ya.
Into heaven.
It is the time for jet opping guys ya.
Almost catching 2 players with utility in hand. It's not a deep enough clearance onto Tens, but PaperX find their 4th nonetheless. The response here, the purchase comes back from Sentinels.
maaf guys. Biar cepet kaya guys kalau kata teman gue.
Down mid, Sentinels have looked to explore this consistently so far.
We've seen that 1-3-1 run, not every single round, but Mindfreak again. This is so dangerous, but I mean it's PaperX, right? A little bit of danger. Smoke gonna go in. Indicative that he's holding this angle, but there's so many bodies here. Mike, he's still taking the fight. Does he live? He does!
That's ridiculous.
How is he breathing? Paranoia sent just to slow it down, to give him a bit of safety. They weren't even that close, but he gets away.
Anjir nggak mati dia,
Problem is, it tends to fall as well, so it's only the utility really of Zellsis that can help them out in this situation, but it's invested elsewhere. Sentinels regardless. Force their way in. Zellsis actually finds an opener.
Mati begitu dah.
Brings it to a 4v4. The heal comes through from Sassy as well.
So it looks like the plant... No, the pop flash turned not well enough by Zekken. He gets a second chance of that. Forsaken went for Zellsis. Zekken healed back up. Goes again! Second is absolutely ripping him apart this round.
30 seconds left.
Has he got any more? Yes, he does. Second. What is this guy made of, Mike?
The re-challenge here from something is just so far ahead of Divide. The Trailblazer comes
nggak
through
keluar
this and
tadi ya
stays
si
down
ini
on
ya?
ground
Harusnya
level
keluar
at least.
bareng nggak sih?
I think spotted here. Decken doesn't get it, but Sassy, the
Jelek
one to
banget dah,
close things
kenapa ya?
out.
Second's just been so solid.
Kenapa sendiri-sendiri picknya, Cos? Satu tembak.
I just feel like there's still no stability in this match yet. In this
No,
map
definitely not. I mean, there's a couple of really, really weird scenarios created across here, but I mean, Forsaken comes out solo.
Kenapa diam tuh? Kalau keluar bareng kayaknya lebih aman nggak sih, guys?
Yeah.
Weird spacing on that, it felt.
And where PaperX find their success is in these very, very well-coordinated floods where you know, they can overwhelm one person when the spike's being planted.
2 judges. Oh no, yep.
Good.
Good. I mentioned Sliggy and now there's more. Oh, Tens. Tens, don't go there. Oh, there was nowhere to go anyway.
Itu Davai sering banget begitu, Davai tuh, Cok. Davai sering banget begitu, guys.
To find this.
I don't know what you read from that as well.
Ada anjing ini, Cok, ada anjing, Cok.
Like, what do you extrapolate from that information? And again, look at Monyet's positioning on the other side of the map.
B-Main is on lockdown
They've given up middle, so they've known what space they've given up. They've taken this fight towards Ramp. Now they reveal that judge. Oh, it's perfect. Something denies all access. Ramp is off limits. Get out of here. You can have middle. We got the spike, we got Ramp. What can Zekken and Zelsin do?
Aduh, kenapa open banget ya?
Filthy.
Yeah, okay.
Hey!
Don't give him space to work.
Please.
It's now a 2v3.
Okay, Divide. What a great bit of timing to recheck on that. Got a little dicey, but Zelsis, if you got it in you. A 1v3, spike not to hand, 30 seconds, Mind Freak behind you? Surely not, right? Surely not. He's being given no play. He's being given no opportunities.
Nice.
There it is. Mind Freak on the catch. But that investment, that adjustment, Mike, that was wild.
Also something finding everything he needed.
Hell yeah.
On ramp.
It was just devious work, wasn't it?
Udah 5 lawan 2, Cok.
Tens gets isolated from this initial play. I guess the flash catches on ramp and there's a moment that they hesitate, reconsider the approach, and then he's split ahead of these Viper walls. Nobody else from Sentinels really able to provide much support. It's actually Sentinels to blow both timeouts here in the first half.
Gue takut attacker-nya doang sih, guys. Attackernya tuh Johnny Kitty, Cok, anjir.
It could really get dangerous, but
Snipernya gila banget dia.
so many ults to work with, financially in a little bit of a tricky spot, but
Snipernya si Johnny Kitty gila, guys. Gue takut banget guys lawan dia, Cok.
As to what the plan is moving forward. The PaperX
kalau map ini menang masih ada harapan. Masih lah. Habis ini sunset, Cok.
Map 2 is a little more one-sided than I'm sure they would have wanted, but it is what it is. But here they are keeping within touching distance. Sen unable to set tempo or pace or draw too much away. It could be potentially on for another 6-6.
Bukan mulu bang, biar cepet kaya, guys.
Sentinels.
Gue nggak mencet apa-apa, guys, dari sananya.
Defensive win rate, so I guess the approach maybe here is to play towards damage control and really look to stretch their legs on the second half of this. That's where we've credited time and time again the protocols, the retake success. It's where their strength lies here, but PaperX a 1-round lead. We enter round 10.
Okay, nice read. 3A. Di atas A-nya, bro.
I'm seeing 3 players here from PaperX. I'm seeing the entirety of Sentinels here. Ults galore. This could be bloody. Buying what they can, missing a couple of pieces, but have those. That was still a headshot, but it was sharp from something. Plays in Forsaken, and he's got so many targets, he can only get one, but it swings out from the rest. Nice. Perfect work from PaperX. Well positioned, ready, willing, and able.
Nice defense.
Read into this perfectly here. And just to say, maybe Sentinels are playing towards damage control here in the first half. You're really preying on the 6-6 here. PaperX give themselves an advantage. I mean, leaning potentially towards an 8-4 here. We've talked about the other tie halves.
Ooh, frustration shown. That's the first time I've seen that.
Coming out of a timeout, maybe.
Yeah.
If what's discussed wasn't executed correctly here, or maybe just, I mean, instance of the stars aligning for PaperX. 3 in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
Santai guys.
Best any of those ults though, so able to depend on those if they get the opportunity here.
Iya juga ya.
Again, you're looking at Monier.
Yang punya 4 ulti masalahnya guys.
Judge, I don't think got revealed in this position, so they didn't quite get the grip on this. So there's still a surprise here.
Going to be a nuisance. Actually gives up a little bit of space towards main.
There.
It's a little curious.
Here we go. Burst potential, Monier, that surprise that they didn't know. Oh, what? Second! Tries to do some serious damage for Divide. Mind Freaker there. They're holding on to this round, but then they think, where is John QT? Where is Tens? Where are they going? Oh my god, Tens gonna take down Divide. Now Divide and Conquer, Forsaken from above. And they know that last player alive is John QT. Turn around, look to your back. Where is this man lurking? And Forsaken's got the read right. He's waiting for it, but he doesn't get to keep his life. And now another challenger though. Something steps up. Scary! But he faces his fears and comes out on top. PRX tipping the scales this time.
Last round before the
Chance here for Sentinels. Purchase still available. Only the showstopper invested previously.
Let's go. 8-4 yo.
Want it.
Feeling like they want to get behind PaperX once again. A breath of fresh air in what's been rough to watch so far since Lotus.
It's been a suffocating series for
Seems
both
like
sides.
a lifetime ago.
Kan sesak napas kan pasti kan nontonnya guys sama guys. Takut.
Operator out for something. Ults on both sides. This round, critical. Early investment is from Divide towards middle, locking off one of, well, Sentinel's favorite avenues of approach this series so far. Up middle, 3 players, and he's just going to post up Monier in there.
I'm curious what Sentinels learned the last time about this setup. Was Monier obviously tucked inside as well, still with that judge. Still looking to be a nuisance.
Why not? Worked well. She's there. It's a little bit cautious on that.
Yeah, but we'll note 2 members of Sentinels at least over on this side of the map. Seekers invested behind this as well.
That's a rotation though. Something's on the run. It wasn't all 3. That's enough to pull a rotation here. They want to try and back up.
I mean, Tens has a TP as well, so you don't really want to see PaperX over-rotate here. There is a bit of a gap with only Forsaken, I guess, shouldering from screens.
Zelsis is really trying to sell this though.
And it's information denial as well. The pit will cut off sightlines, but PaperX are reading this to perfection.
Moniet is sitting close. He's on the way. Keep your eyes towards Forsaken. He has to do something big here, and the timing might be right. They don't predict it! He can only bring down 1, and now there's problems. Moniet on the side, gonna spot Forsaken! Brings him down to the ground! Back to earth! There's PaperX heating up here.
Let's go, Nyet. Gila, itu akhirnya. Kamu bisa mengalahkan musuh terbesarmu tuh.
The music, he can only do so much.
Gitu, Cah.
8-4, Mike. What a turnaround of form.
Feels like this last round, the Sentinels don't have the confidence to really execute ahead of this. Like I said, it was a previous example of carbon copy of this round. And there was a window of opportunity, Lauren.
There was.
Nice, Cah.
Just didn't have solid confirmation behind it. And an 8-4 half here for PaperX on split.
Hey, Cah.
I can't believe what we're seeing. This series is looking so good. This half looking exceptional, but a treat for you now, Witherly.
Wah!
Hello to everyone following us around the world. We are here on Madrid enjoying every single match.
Wah, permainan bandar guys, nggak bisa gini guys.
As this incredible Madrid crowd is doing. Let me show you how they're
Wah,
cheering.
settingan,
Amigos,
cok.
gente de Madrid, vamos a demostrarle al mundo entero cómo se anima solo aquí en España. A ver, quiero un poquito de ruido por Sentinels. ¿Quién anima Sentinels?
Apakah setoran Sentinel lebih besar? Sampai seperti itu.
Y a ver, los que más necesitan apoyo ahora. Quiero ruido por Paperrex.
Waduh, nggak bisa begini guys. Apakah setoran Sentinel lebih besar guys?
Sin lugar a dudas, tenemos un público increíble, inigualable, como en Madrid, como en España, ninguno. Y ahora quiero que todo el mundo empiece a calentar las manos. ¡Calentad las manos! Os quiero preparar para una ola. Vais a arrancar como siempre desde la izquierda.
Itu baru betul ya guys ya.
2, 1, arriba! Vamos.
Someone is getting fired. Someone is getting fired.
¡Que vuelva! Os quiero activos y calientes porque esto es un auténtico partidazo.
La Casa del Papel.
Y por último, estos jugadores que están aquí se merecen el cariño de España. Así que preparar todas las manos. Vamos a aplaudir todos juntos, poco a poco, poco a poco.
Rame banget yang nonton, guys.
Amigos, nos vamos.
Iklan ganggu. Cie, kena iklan.
Oh, you love
Truly,
What
truly a national treasure.
Honestly.
What a joy.
If you've not heard of that man before, check out the Spanish streams, check out EMEA, because he is a god.
Dapat udah menyala, guys, ya.
People going, but so does this match. Let's dive back in. 8-4. Funky music, so
Oke, gua harap Johnny Kitty tetap tidur ya. Johnny Kitty jangan bangun-bangun, tolong.
Little tense now, guys. Let's, focus back up. Because PaperX are in the lead. And every single half so far has been as close as it could be.
Slow.
This is the
Relax,
first time they have a full
The only real
advantage
gap, yeah.
on split.
Said Sen, do excel on this half. Will this be enough? PaperX looking to replicate Gen G's success, as said earlier. Could that have been enough of a confidence knock to Sentinels? John QT should spot out this info early enough here. I mean, poised for a retake setup here. Trip removed though, so no kill on the way in.
Kalau kena trip, mati tuh fix sudah.
Damage to come through.
Retake.
Will be uncontested. It'll be a full 5v5 here.
Mind Freak just going to try and keep himself safe for now. But the flood begins. Sentinel steps on the site. Monyet the first to find something with a follow-up. They are handling this incredibly well. Divide and conquer. PaperX keeping Sentinels at range. Tens has fallen. This is looking like a strong lead here. Sasi is only 8 HP.
What?
Looking like 9 is inevitable on the
Nice,
board.
Monyet, bos.
Kicking off the second half.
Oke, ayo 10-4 yuk.
Reaching double digits, you've got to argue, pretty likely here in the second half.
Take us the distance.
Good start. And a punch to the gut of Sentinels once again here on split. Can they dig deep? Not going to see the round two force this time around. Obviously, favouring that on the attack when they do find the plant. But
mereka nggak beli sih, guys.
Want to
Kalau
play
mereka beli
towards
sih,
this first
gue nggak
5
tahu
rounds.
lagi ya.
Look at the stack. PaperX continue along this trajectory. They're walking into a lot of players.
Yeah, it looks like PaperX want to go head first into this.
It might be head first for Halos at this point. Paint shell could be nice. The flash is there, but it's stalled. It's stalled them out well enough that they feel there's something wrong. Yeah, they are spamming for their lives' sake. There was enough of a red flag. They decided shift away for now. Let's see if we can reset this stack.
Those fake steps away here. Cut sound. Sentinels. I mean, have to roll the dice here.
Nice, rotate semua. Nice, rotate semua, guys.
Massive over rotation from them.
Oke, nice banget, guys.
Another uncontested plant for them. It'll be double digits beckoning here. Even just the classics in hand, maximizing here as well. Getting the orb in B main for Monyet. Probably going to give him the plant as well.
There we go.
Can Sentinels get anything done here? I mean, with this scoreline, really, even just two kills, and you're happy coming away from this. Anything to slow this early momentum.
There we go. Second leads the way, but he will be melted by Forsaken. Yeah, this is clean. This is good. Monyet is fired up. He's chasing them down. No survivors.
Kejar.
He's off now.
He's absolutely on it. Perfect. There it is, Monyet. Will be happy with that one.
Kejar.
Tick in the
Let's
box.
go.
Digits made. So this might have been the last dance to.
Let's go, guys. Nice one, guys.
Monyet
punya ulti, guys ya. Ayo Monyet, jangan roja ya. Jangan roja, tolong.
Buy round comes in. Obviously, the advantage leans towards Sentinels here. Rifle in the hands of something. Mind Freak still on that Bulldog. But it's the showstopper. The red flag here for Sentinels to have to try and overcome. Well, not PaperX can find some value off it, and I'm worried if they try and contest it. Monyet's going to satchel in.
He's off.
He's found the timing.
He's got
Aduh, satu
it
lagi.
looked like Tens was dead as well, but he lived.
10 HP.
Aduh, banget dia, Cok.
I mean, here's the chosen one, the boy who lived with 10. But how much can one man do with that sort of HP? There is no heals on the way, but Zekan's got his back from up on heaven, taking away something in DeVi, and they can't quite close down. Tens still living, still thriving. Forsaken will find him, but it gives away the game, and Zekan is there. Sentinels still in this.
3 rifles maintained.
Nggak ada flashnya dia. Kalau di flash masih mancing enak.
Here to build upon this round 3 success. Monyet, I mean, very unlucky not to find both of them on the way in.
Masih 2 orang situ guys, anjir.
PaperX not looking like they want to slow down at all here in the second half. 10-5 now.
Oke, saya guys.
Rifles in hand across the board.
Monyet nyala guys, aman guys.
PaperX switches things up now, going to test John QT's hold.
They got room to test, Mike. They got rounds to test with.
Yeah.
Can't let it get too far, because John QT, I've got to say, I've enjoyed his work specifically on this map. Backbone of holding this site. For now, I'm going to find 2 early. Something in Forsaken both go down right off the rip. So they need someone to over-deliver here. They need a bailout, be it Mindfreak, be it Monyet, be it DeVi. It doesn't really matter, but they need someone. And look at the discipline from Sentinels, instantly sitting back towards CT.
Yeah, absolutely. See now, DeVi removing this trip. That's an indicator for Monyet in future rounds. He's got a couple of high trips to try and overcome.
Does he get played, Mindfreak here? Oh, second. Okay, Monyet did get the trade there.
It looked like he had an angle on that.
Yeah, and they've got time, and all the rotations are coming to this site. They could dip through vents if they fancy it. They don't know this, obviously. Oh God, Monyet! This guy is so sharp, making something out of this round. And he's drawn the attention from CT. He's trying to play in his teammate DeVi.
He's trying to nade back as well.
Trying to help out, and he's got them a plant here. DeVi does get noted. The paranoia does not land. And Monyet!
Oh, nice!
What a moment for him! Can he get the big?
Oh!
He can!
What an outrageous round from Monyet. He's back on another showstopper. He's
What the
one
fuck,
off.
guys?
Blink and you miss it. Monstrous moment from Monyet.
Wangi banget, bro. Ini baru Mas Cahya, guys.
That is exactly what he did this round.
Played to perfection as well.
God tier.
I mean, throws himself in the line of fire. And relishes the moment. Sentinels held on 5. That previous loss.
Emang second doang yang jago, gue juga kata mau Cahya.
To Gen G. Will it repeat once again?
Dua lagi guys, dua lagi.
Gaps in his purchase.
Mas Cahya.
Early exploration outside B main, but already 10's rotating off.
You've got to see that.
Sassy catches a ton of damage.
I was about to say, I want to see almost a very composed Monyet after that round, because it's very easy to overheat. You just get that ace, you're feeling pumped up. Just run, overdo it.
Especially in a team like PaperX where everyone's calling something.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see him just kind of keep that cool, not overheat here. And it looks like they're kind of leaving him to his own devices towards middle potentially. Yeah, just let him off the leash. Look at him. Just takes the one-to-one challenge. And now they can't over-rotate. They still have to be considering there's still that threat through towards heaven. But it is going to be that A-take. John QT, do you have a miracle for me now? Not looking likely. Zekan punished. John QT, it's labeled and it's traded. DeVi doing really well. 10's the only one really healthy in this. Does he get the shutdown towards DeVi? Yes, he does. He's on the side. The spike gets dropped. But with 20 seconds, Darcy has to put in some serious damage.
Monyet 3 kill, anjir. 11 HP 3 kill, bro.
Another 3K from Monyet. He's everywhere, Lauren.
Omnipresent. Can't escape the guy. The beating heart of
Gila, guys, menyala banget coba Monyet.
The man who had to step in for one of the most explosive players, one of the most loved players. And he's turning up when they needed him most.
The guy that also says, I don't really want to play Raze.
And he's doing this.
I don't really want to do it, but if I have to.
He's out doing
Mas Cahya. Berapa kill langsung guys? 23 langsung guys ya. Ulti lagi guys.
It's looking like we got a series and Monyet is on the hunt. pick it up where he left off. Another victim found.
Nice.
This is a lifetime performance for him here. And that is the first pick with still 1 minute and 24. Nice response. Tens shuts down the lurk on the other side of the map. The Seekers go through, and there's the counter burst! He's been found! But the burst on main's already come in. B-site is lost. Do they continue on this path? Something looking for the fight, but he has to get away.
Spike's out though. They're out B main. There's a bit of a gap here. Something, if he can do any damage, find a kill maybe. Just can't pin it down, but Mindfreak finds a response.
Nice!
Mindfreak keeps going.
Let's go, satu lagi. John
Kitty. Can he keep him alive in this map, or a PaperX taking
nice!
us the distance?
Oh, 2-1 dulu bro.
Never out. PaperX.
Udah gue bilang guys, nggak ada 3-0 anjing.
Sunset's up next.
Sunset guys, sekarang guys, sunset.
Wild scenes here, Lauren.
Unbelievable.
And history repeats itself. Well, recent history at least.
Woo.
What a confidence booster to take Split away in this best of 5. In what feels like a slightly front-loaded veto.
Yeah.
4 Sentinels to turn it here. Wow.
Wah, 5 map gak sih guys? Sunset no duelist, chance-nya bagus PRX guys. Terakhir 3 bind sih, bind gue gak tau sih kalau bind. Kalau bind Yoro gue pusing sih guys. Ngapain? Makan tuh hater saya. Iya, Co. Santai aja, guys.
Would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Momen tuh kalau lagi di tangan PaperX ya PaperX ambil.
Get a new iPhone 15.
Wah, iPhone sih iklannya anjing. The fuck? Tutupan facecam-mu, Bang. Ini masih ini, Cok. Monyet makin sini makin ngeri bang. Ya moga-moga sih monyet makin panas ya guys ya. Soalnya kita butuh guys. Kita butuh confident panas itu guys. Semakin panas semakin bagus dong. Ya kan? Johnny Kitty untuk tadi untung banget Johnny Kitty turun ya guys ya. Davai kok. Tadi Davai panas kocak. Tadi pas map ketiga udah panas Davai, Cok. Kalau tadi dia headshot mulu, Cok. Ya lihat dulu, Bang. PRX semangat. PRX semangat. PRX semangat. PRX. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Dribble. Ntar kalah lagi nyalain dribble gua, bangsat. Berarti gua 300 saya menang, tapi dalam hati gua bisa 3-2, Bang. Bisa 3, menurut gua sih 3-2 guys ya, 3-2 sih. 3-2 gak sih, guys? 3-2 gak sih, guys? 3-2 gak sih, guys? 3-2 untuk PaperX dong. Dribble bang biar semangat. Kenapa jadi dribble bang biar semangat? Tai. Mungkin gak bawa piala master tapi bawa champion gak sih? Anjay. Ya pengen juga sih. Ya guys ya. Gajin dari tim negara mana bang? Dari tim negara Genji tuh Korea guys. Aslinya. Anjir. Anya pakai baju PaperX bro. Anya pakai baju PaperX guys. Reverse sweep yuk. Reverse sweep yuk. Musiknya asik asli sih bang, emang ya. Menangkap master keuntungannya apa guys? Dapat 3 poin sama duit sama 3 poin tambahan. Kayak kemarin menang Pasifik dapat 3 poin kan. Menang master dapat 3 poin lagi tambahan guys. Sama sih guys, kayak si Zaken kalau lagi panas dia nembak terus sampai akhir match ya nggak sih? Ini monyet sekali dapat S langsung guys, panas banget kan tadi guys. Ntar poinnya buat apa? Buat ke champion, kita kan dihitung-hitungan poin. Juara 3 50k, 65 kan sih? 50 ya? 65.000 kalau nggak salah. Oke, dua samain dulu lah guys, biar seru guys. Anjay, anyanya baju PRX lagi guys. Champion kapan ya bang? Kayak di M1, di ML ada. Champion tuh biasa bulan September, Agustus September guys biasanya.
What a response that was from Paperrex. They take Sentinels down on a map that they were never supposed to win. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Saisho and Tom. What happened?
Monyet happened! I said going into this map that they couldn't win if Zekken continued being the best player in the server, and he wasn't anymore. And that isn't to say that there wasn't also some big team play elements going on and playing at a faster pace that Corsair off, but when you're getting that version of Monyet, it is just a different beast. He's at it.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right, okay,
well, let's check out the HyperX reflex moment of the day. This was Monyet. Surely, Tom, you have something to say about this.
Yeah, no, he was truly incredible. This sort of ace was just ridiculous coming out from him. Basically took over the entirety of the round on his own.
Slow-mo.
I have absolutely no idea how he's just able to utterly dominate in every single one of these duels versus players that in the last map were pretty much dipping him. We said it, 14-4 in battles versus Zekken in the last map, and he was just crazy.
Yeah, his performance was so good. He had 2 double kills, 3 triple kills, an ace. He multi-killed in a third of the rounds that happened, which is just a bonkers performance. And it's turned the entire game on its head.
Cuma 6 peluru dapat S anjing
It
terakhir.
really feels like a battle between Monyet and Zekken to see who can have more impact on that entry role.
Yeah, I mean, I saw somebody in the crowd with a sign saying, "I miss you, Jing." I don't know about it right now, but it doesn't look like Paperrex is missing Jing all that much for the first time in this tournament, Tom.
Hey, you know what? The fact is, he was very good.
Saya ini banget ya, gemoy banget ya guys saya. Saya gemoy banget ya.
Going crazy. That's the thing. This was always a map that genuinely Monyet was insane, and it is, well, in theory, the last, well, maybe not the last map, but it will be one of the times up until the next one where he's not going to be going and playing that Raze anymore. But he does play quite an aggressive role even on their sunset.
Yeah, these are 2 of the players that ended up swapping roles around, coming into this version of Split. Monyet was on smokes, went to Raze, Forsaken was carrying on Raze, and decided to take a step back.
Hello.
For me, it's just all about Monyet's ascension into a spot where you don't start thinking about
Sunset Bind terakhir kalau
maybe
misalnya
win
dua
it,
sama.
right? The fact that he has they haven't
duelist.
reinvented
Normal,
this style.
no duelist,
The same way that
normal.
Loud did.
Tidak pakai duelist lagi seperti biasa, guys.
At the beginning of this tournament, and now Monyet's like, all right, I didn't want to play Raze, but I guess I'll just be as good as Jing, shall I?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think a lot of it comes down to just sheer confidence. It's like at the beginning of the tournament, they were definitely a little bit more shaky.
Nah, aku mau beli banda PRX, cuman bingung. Belinya di mana? Kalau belinya langsung di Valorant, guys. Cuman buat top up Valorant poinnya, aku kasih kamu website paling murah untuk Valorant poin se-Indonesia. Langsung aja ke bankgaming.com dengan diskon Valorant poin termurah dan bisa dapat tambahan diskon lagi kalau pakai voucher kode Rio ya, guys.
Because that's the thing. Like when he played with G in the past, it was a very quick in and out, and then didn't really get that same experience.
Yeah, let's talk about this agent select here for Sunset because this is the only map that Paperrex have looked good on this tournament without fail.
Yeah, and also this is coming back to the first time that these teams matched up against each other in the off-season. Sentinels have now stolen Paperrex version of the composition, but they don't run it with the Sage, and I think the Sage adds a ton of weird stuff. There are boosts all over the map that Paperrex love to do. It's a extra layer into the post plan, but it does mean Sen can try to flank them really aggressively. So if Sen want to play the defense really aggressively, there are no trips, and Paperrex have got to be watching out for that at all times.
I think also you just have to look at you've got a matchup of Geckos. They're going to play this completely.
Diskon berapapun itu lumayan, guys. Bayangin kalian top up 20 juta. 200 juta deh. Ya nggak sih? 1% diskonnya 2 juta, kocak.
Still sit with the advantage here, Mike. They just need one more, and they've been good here, but so have PaperX.
Yeah, it feels like maybe this is the start of the home stretch.
Could be.
PaperX can turn things around after that explosive win on Split.
Oh, there's that. I just want to go to blind if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like, just from the purest aspect of.
Like dulu dong, like dulu sayang.
Like
dulu dong sayang, like dulu dong.
Wins, if I'm honest.
Like dulu dong, baby.
From both really good series so far, just waiting to jump into the game. Not sure what the hold-up is here. Hopefully that gets resolved quickly. Can't read the signs. Difficult. Leah,
Is that my
sign
eyes?
up for us.
Sorry, who did?
Leah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, headroom.
Okay.
Yeah, not Leah. Not Kevin.
Wow.
Producer Kev.
Kalau Yuta mendingan bikin konten buat LC babi. Itu lama banget ya?
We actually haven't. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it until we're guaranteed the last map.
No, we gotta bring it to existence.
This isn't a tech pause, by the way. This one doesn't count.
Kalau pakai kodenya gimana bang? Tinggal pakai aja apply diskon konten itu pakai namaku RIO.
From jumping into sunset, it's been a stronghold for PaperX. It's looked fantastic for Sentinels, but who gets it now? It's everything on the line here. A lifeline given for PaperX, but still so many opportunities for Sentinels.
Early exploration towards mid, removal of the door here. PaperX, and nothing noted on the back of Sassy's utility either. PaperX a chance to stack up here. Leave a few question marks across the map.
Nggak bisa ngocak.
Force Sentinels to try and garner some information another way. A stack towards B. Sassy almost just playing to shoulder this angle here. PaperX feeling themselves.
Good read. I mean, it looks tailored for a retake anyway. I'm not particularly fussed by this. So, good approach. And as long as Sen have all their utility, which they are obviously going to be keeping here, no harm, no foul. That smoke going towards CT, that should start to potentially pry some of the Sentinels players away from position on B. Plant going to come in. Wall to CT. And here we go. This is when it all gets a little fun, doesn't it? And that's a start. Something takes down his opposing number and gets to just play the angle.
Here to throw some utility around the corner as well. Just to slow Sentinels down. Oh, another headshot found. Might even find Tense through the box. No, he doesn't.
He's still got Dizzy to throw over the top as well. Look at the stall. Look at the utility stall on this mic. It's so difficult to get around that corner, and CT just wasn't accessible for most of the players. Yes, Zekken's going to find Mind Freak, but they're still trying to break back in. Hold up! Oh, no way! Not again!
Nice!
It's magic!
Monyet lagi loh, monyet lagi, guys.
Keep doing this, Mike.
I mean, the stall is just outrageous, and just when you think Sentinels have found a way to pry their way back onto the site.
Promo game mereka memang sampai lama guys, sebulan lebih.
Baik,
PRX bundle langsung right now.
Adjustment is outrageous.
Ya pistoron ini yang bagus guys.
A sigh of relief from Alex. The PaperX to draw first blood here on Sunset. Nice though. Yeah, a lot of information on the back of that.
Sabar.
Are they diligent on the clear here? Forsaken, I think just jump spotting. Yeah, he's seen something that's not sitting well with him. So gonna have to invest a little coming back in, which was good to see the protocols there, even in a round like this.
Wah, anjing rata
They
sih.
are walking into a lot of players, Mike.
Actually, the plant sent through here. Not there. Mr. Eden, strong QT, not showing his hand just yet. Finally, he gets two.
It's a disaster for PaperX. Made a meal out of it, and now there's a real opportunity. Can they still cause more problems? Yes, they can! With Tens doing that! Oh my word, Mind Freak! Oh, he stopped it! He just about stopped it, but it's not going to change any of the outcome. Just QT. So calm and collected as they all drifted on by. Tens then comes in with two for himself, but watch this again. The paranoia perfect, the follow-up utility from Dizzy too. The second they had that chance, Mike, they capitalized on it.
Yeah, timed to perfection. The paranoia catching Divine having no idea. The sound cues blocked here. It's a round 2 flip for Sentinels, stunting their early progress. Sheriffs across the board for them here, but see the rifles coming out like that for Sentinels. This is again looking to find some early info. It's only going to be Mindfreak noted, but very early progress up mid here.
A nice little way to gather information for PaperX 2.
A chance there for Forsaken to find it, but 10's a little sharper with the Bulldog.
Again, just taking the tour of the map, really looking for probably some impact. I mean, they've gone for the Sheriffs here, not completely without teeth into this round. But John QT, I don't know if they spotted him or just simply spammed when the smoke fell. But it's worked out. They're going to get a plant for themselves, so that's Monyet working towards the ult. And now we wait to see if any further damage comes in.
Numbers advantage, so waiting for the last stragglers, Zekan and Sassy, come through and reinforce here, and John QT to finally open on Monyet will fall. Just 2 left to find now. Divide tries to find something. Mindfreak cleaned up.
Very nice.
All 5 standing. Another flawless to add.
Flawless.
4 Sentinels find themselves out in front here. A 2-1 lead. Conversion after flipping round 2 as well.
Ayo guys.
PaperX progress towards ults.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Bangkit yuk.
Something hasn't been afraid of pulling it out every so often.
Tadi kalau misalnya lu tadi cek ke corner, dapat round itu guys, bisa 3-0, 4-0 malah menurut gua guys.
Maybe indicative of PaperX slowing the pace a little bit.
Again, we have seen Sentinels kind of testing those extremities, so maybe a good chance to try. Okay, tested middle as well. Divide just stood there and accepted his fate, because where else were you going to go? But something does find the reply. That's on Mindfreak, not... this is a wild round. Hold on. Spikes on the way back through. TP had to be taken to get out of danger. Monyet trying to re-clear this space.
Keambil semua lagi, Cok.
Keep your eyes towards Forsaken as well. He's the one towards middle.
Sabar, main sabar lah.
Space here potentially, but they're re-aggressing on B main. Monyet, oh, he's sharp. He's on it today, folks. That's 2. He's brought this back to a 2v2, Mike.
Look at the space taken by Forsaken elsewhere. He's playing in the cup right now. Zelsys down to 7 HP, 10's 56. Is the awareness here? No, Zelsys knife out. Punished here. It's now 10's on a long flank, shadowing something's progress. Might even get a 1v1.
Nice.
24 HP.
The operator though.
Nice.
Good for it. Something. I gotta say, the mid-round calling of that, again, the space found by Forsaken was just exceptional, but the bailout from Monyet too, really on the money there.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of a mystery, I guess, on the setup in B main here as Sentinels look to re-aggress. Initially, Sassy punished here. Zelsys almost caught fragment in hand.
Nice banget bro, sumpah bro.
Saw an operator being toyed with, or at least considered by Sentinels. Wonder if they were going to commit to it. Not the case. Do we have
Okay.
really? At least
ada ulti guys, something guys.
Still 2 for PaperX. They got options this round.
So something's going to continue to look for picks like this now. Actually, it's not even him on a solo mission here. They're going to very quickly be able to remove this camera. Force some sort of adjustment on the side of Sentinels. See on the X-ray here, something brazen in approach.
Bold to go for that. No punish on the back of this ult. With the walkout towards A. Keep your eyes towards the players walking through towards tiles. Could they catch him in middle? They're going to try and get towards the site. This is a really uncomfortable place to be playing towards. Second does catch. It's Monyet to fall. And now it calls in something. He has to deliver. A tag not enough. And John QT with a punish.
Jelek banget
fantastic play back through. Spike unable to go down here. That catch was just exceptional, Mike.
Yeah, Wall should slow things down here, allow them some comfort to plant, but look at the minimap. Look at this flank coming through right now from Zekan. 5 HP, finds Mindfreak, can't find the second. Vi forced to heal up here.
This is a lot to ask of one player, though. Not going to happen. 10's. Lovely. And again, Mike, the timing, a couple seconds difference, but that walk through tiles pretty much allowed all that information to free flow.
Yeah, definitive. PRX pump the brakes here. Another early timeout. Monya just caught at the last second. Well, there's the kill from John QT as well. Well handled, well controlled by Sentinels. Again, even giving the time here for Zekken to really make that flank worthwhile, guaranteeing value.
Mereka lebih pede attacker sih guys. Kalau defender menurut gua kurang pede nih Pacific. Susah nih cowok defendernya cowok. Banyak lurker ini guys.
Well, I mean, been getting away with some plants today.
Yeah.
Not necessarily getting shut down on the wingman front. Curious.
Yeah, catching me.
I'm curious now if PaperX resort back to a different approach now that the operator's not available. Maybe a pace change to employ here for PaperX.
Kali berapa puluh kali anjing.
Not necessarily an early concern, still 3-2. Kept honest here, only really the finances separating them. Now, speaking of the finances, Sentinels looking very flush.
Oh, yeah.
Other than Zekken down at 600, but everybody else above 45. QT a last-minute purchase to come through.
And it'd be
PRX semangat.
Unsurprising to now see PaperX trying to pressure at least that main challenge at the start. The knife again didn't very early on last time, so curious if that's going to be the case again.
Problem being it's unbreakable, so
yeah,
they try and catch this early timing. They have to give up the info.
Yeah, and I kind of like the response here from Sentinels by almost overstacking this, because it really then can be hard to. It almost dissuades PaperX in those later rounds to be going back in for that challenge.
Still creeping up on this though.
Okay.
Sticking to their guns. Monya drifting onto a deeper angle here. He's got Zekken and Sassy to overcome here. Still, Zelsis in close proximity as well.
A knife should have caught at least 2 players, I would have thought. Forsaken, where did he find that space? And the instantaneous response, though. Zekken doubles down towards elbow.
He's looking to wrap this.
And Forsaken...
Oh my god, the timing.
I don't know who saw who. No one saw anyone.
Nobody saw anybody.
They're following each other. They have no idea how close they are. Bye-bye, Forsaken. Now does reveal a little of the position, but they're left with so few standing. It's Defy with a res, and the information just going to be sent right back through. What can 2 players do here? That's a great start. Yeah, okay, all from the same position. Paranoia not going to fight. That was a little bold from Tens. And Mike just catch the cross, try and tee up Defy. Anything to disrupt him? Not really. And the cross, so deadly, he plays ahead of it. Could have waited.
Tapi kalau dapat bisa kelas tuh, Cok. Kok dihidupin ya? Hidupin monyet ya di elbow ya?
As the information probe here. Sentinels to pull off the retake. And yeah, and when you see this little snake by there, you know that this retake can be split down the middle. A player isolated, but nonetheless, Sentinels. A third successful retake. Playing the timing really well here. Maybe banking on the paranoia catching and audacious TP not being
Dava udah nyala guys, Dava nyala sumpah guys. Dava udah nyala banget ini bro.
Got the no command, got the res.
Ngajak tos, Sasi ngajak tos didiemin Cok.
It's definitely tools to bring into round 7 here.
This is starting to get out of hand if you kind of keep in mind the rounds that have been won. Sentinels have started to stabilize massively here. And that's perfect from Tens, punishing Mind Freak. They're trying to take any of that space towards 8. And an instant response from the rest of PaperX is just to go the other way.
We'll be walking into, whether or not that step was heard. I don't see a ping on the minimap, but yeah, the ping is on the minimap actually. They have heard this step, but they're walking into a 3-man stack here. Once Spek goes down, will slow any progress. Isolating on yet a little bit. But not punished just yet.
But they still need to clear the site, yeah. They didn't clear the backside of Pillar, so Zelsis gets to do that. Picking up 2. Mon yet, this guy is so audacious as well. but this is a lot to handle. A lot of players on that corner. Sassy.
Apa nggak dihidupin lagi ya?
Safe. And again, Sentinels starting to tear this lead away, Mike. This is looking a little one-sided here.
Kayaknya kalau hidupin tuh ada apa sih? Kayak ada hitungannya distraksi nggak sih?
On the horizon for PaperX. You're right, even though initially there wasn't too much threat with this three-man stack, Celsius goes unchecked and results in 2 kills. Not necessarily expecting a response here from PaperX, so this gap should widen a little bit. Still the funds unmoved on the side of Sentinels. Big cushion here.
How are they going to disrupt John QT and Zelsis in this moment? Knife does get denied, but the ult depended upon John QT. Comes out of the flash just fine. Finds to fight, can't quite get the second. Hold on! Nice. Snap! Back to attention as something delivers 2 bullets to the brain. Zelsis just dealt with on the ground. This is a plot now. This is potentially a window of chance.
Wasn't expecting a response, but it might just come through. Nade sent through. Decken looking to use a stop it here, and it's shut down.
What a read! And Monyet
nice.
Again!
Nice. Satu lagi. Sabar.
Position.
Oh my
God! Oh my God! There's no way. There's no way. PaperX had to hunker down in that after that shot.
Nice banget Net, anjir sumpah. Monyet tuh kan, Monyet kalau pakai Omen tuh lebih ngeri coy mainnya malah coy.
Versus the previous, I mean something with the second time this series, 2 ridiculous Sheriff kills to really open up a round. Yeah, what is that?
And even this from Monyet, playing so well into that, maybe expecting the ult could have come through, just bursting through the smoke, took a risk.
Mainfreak bau banget dah.
Well, the whole round looked like a frag move.
Mainfreak kena lagi coy itu coy. Duh Mainfreak harus ini guys. Duh Mainfreak lagi bau lagi coy. Kita butuh Aron guys. Ini Aron di sini kalau nyala kita enak banget guys. Kayak kemarin guys yang headshot-headshotin 4 orang coy.
Very quick as well. Not really no caution in the approach here.
This is something that we haven't seen before. This could really catch him off guard. And it does. Zekken. Oh, and the follow-up to Monyet.
Oh, jelek banget dah. Kena push
PaperX
anjing.
gonna be baffled by what just happened. And Zelsis controlling the top middle. They're just going for the fight. Knives in middle, basically, at this point. The spike is still in hand with something, but they have so little space to work from.
Divine something to try and recover something, if anything, here. That's it, first on to 10s is found. John QT finds a response over the top here. Zelsis to seal the deal on Sentinel's 6th.
Kayak nggak ada noise-nya itu kedengeran banget di mana mereka semua.
What ults do we have? Nothing key, you could argue, for Sentinels. On the other side, a little bit to play with, actually. 6-3, but the money. Factor for PaperX.
Miskin lagi coy, aduh.
More of a traditional start here, none of that work down mid. It's going to be Zekken and Sassy on the other side of this.
Watch bit too slow. PaperX locked out behind this at the minute. We'll give them some sort of safe passage.
They're trying to play in Zekken off that, but not going to get what they want here. All going to come through too. Plant not yet in. And they don't know about Zekken yet. What does he do with this one? Just spams away. He tries to find a corner to play from, but it's Zelsis to find Monyet. Pit still stands something.
Got out.
Will they get caught on this then? This is a bit of an issue. Look at the HP, it's dwindling. Something down low, Forsaken's fallen. Zelsis on a heater this round. Can they find the final 2 players though? Difficult, tricky, something. Oh, that's dangerous play, but Mindfreak, this would have to be hero levels of work.
He can stick through the snake bite.
He's gonna be defusing, nothing to stop it. John QT, yes, will find the kill in the end, but the defuse wasn't stopping.
Another successful retake here. Zelsis finding, I believe, another blind kill in here.
Bisa revive bro. Nggak pernah dipakai revive ya.
Shut down Monyet. Well, make that a third.
Yeah. There it is. MVP. Defuse. 7-3. Frustration showing. So operator back in play. This time with Tenzo. That's what he's up to with this. Looking like he's kind of sitting towards top middle. The double stack towards A delivers Zekken controlling. And Paperrex just not finding their footing here, Mike. Struggling a little, and Forsaken taking a bit of damage on that.
Dancing with death. Get the heal regardless. Res comes through. Paperrex 5 strong once again. Despite making a rotation here, MindFreak dealing with a trip. Zelsis, does he swing onto this? John QT is beheaded.
Paperrex looking a little lost here, Mike.
That will shut any opportunity of finding a timing back over towards B's site. So they might even commit behind this.
Spike dropped.
There. Very much in control of this map.
Monster on the loose.
Is the ult enough to do anything? Forsaken, he's been caught there by Zekken. So in control. It needs to be miracles from Divine, and it doesn't look like it's happening. This is looking concise. It's looking clear on this half. Again, one of the most one-sided ones we've had so far. Divine, unfortunate here. There's no way out. That's it, Sentinels, strong control this time. 8 rounds. Maybe losing a little of that confidence from Split, but picking it right back up here.
Yeah, stabilizing on Sunset. Early pick comes through, forcing the res. Second ended up with 4 on the round for him. Rewarded with a showstopper now. Round 12. It's a shaky purchase here for Paperrex. And trailing by 5.
It's a distance, you're feeling it. Sentinels looking lively, looking sharp, looking like they're firing on all cylinders. Onyet with a little bit of an opportunity there, a chance, but he doesn't really get what he wanted. But look at the response over towards B main.
Guys.
Yeah, early progress made, and Sentinel's not looking like they want to slow down either. Adjustment of John QT's utility. And Paperrex are almost walking into the trap here.
Being herded.
Look at Zelsis and Zekken. They might even catch Monyet ahead of this execute.
They absolutely have. I think maybe one smoke went in at best, but Ten's still here already, herding them around this map. And waiting for that cross. Sharp as ever. He's get 1. He's gone to 3. He's holding that cross. They would never make it past. And Sentinels, maybe a blip on the radar on Split, but instantly back in control, in touching distance to the finals now, with 9 rounds to their name.
Looking very comfortable for them. Can Paperrex dig deep once again? Require a huge comeback to make things happen. Keep this series alive.
That's what they need to keep this series going. This is going very much in Sentinel's favor right now. Is this the last half we're going to see?
Hello guys, I am Jordan Zelsis Montemuro. I play Valorant for Sentinels. How I'm feeling for this match, I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest. I feel like we were very disconnected today as a team, whether it be like the game plan, our teamwork, comms, energy, stuff like that. It kind of felt like from the get-go we were disconnected, and that's kind of just how I'd sum it up. So I'm kind of disappointed in us as a squad. I think the biggest thing with our breeze is we were pretty strong in it before.
Bisa defender ya guys. Masih ada harapan teman-teman.
We tried to learn like other maps.
Menang pistol.
We still feel pretty confident on the map.
Masih bisa bro ya bro.
I mean, being disconnected as a team, you're never gonna win.
Is with his utility, but also with his Odin at the back. Hasn't been revealed. He's sat patiently waiting with his gun in hand, and he's going to win the fight again. Oh, even looking to spam through. He's done a lot of damage to Karen, but he's just buying time for the rotation. You don't really see plays like this every single day. Sat at the back with the Odin in hand, and he's just going to go for the on his own.
But I think us having to go from playing now and then we have to play a best of 5 it'll definitely be a climb, but it's nothing we haven't done before. Like, you know, we lost our first match in kickoff, had to play through a lot of matches, had to play through play-ins. We had a very long off season, so we've been grinding. We just need to make sure that
emang udah berat banget sih guys ini guys.
Lower best of 5 and, you know, hopefully we win 3-0s.
Mereka nggak nembak banget soalnya di map ini, bro.
I mean, I'm getting paid, I'm playing here, you're sitting at home. Hopefully we keep winning and pissing you off.
Sentinels leading this series, leading this half. It's looking like they're about to lead themselves into the grand finals. PaperreX.
Teman-teman, guys, bisa guys.
This has to be it. They've got to come up with something now.
Ini map menangan PaperreX banget,
starts
cowok.
with a pistol.
Asli map pick sendiri kalah terus
Can
guys
they
ya.
get themselves on the board here in the second half? It's looking like it might be Monyet. Something to try and hold down the fort here. I mean, early information garnered on the side of PaperreX.
Should have probably seen everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
So, big responses made. A little bit of caution edge just in case it is a fake, but it is committed to. Sen full commit on this. They're already on the site. Something actually filling an interesting spot here. Does it get re-cleared though? No, he gets some play on this one. Monyet by his side. Second falls. Smoke not quite in the right place. And Saucy unleashing Fury. We're down to 3v2. Mindfreak and Divide. The wall is up. Does it get broken in time? A tap on the spike and it draws them in. Tens goes looking, goes hunting, and he finds his victim. It's Mindfreak remaining. And Tens gets Sentinels 2-10.
Double digits early. PaperreX now walking the tightrope. Do we see any investment here to try and slow this down? Confidence displayed once again here from Sentinels. Some beautiful pistol rounds on display from them today.
You can feel it now. You can see that confidence on their faces. You can start seeing them come alive. Just a couple more rounds, and they're back at the grand finals with a chance of vengeance, a chance at revenge, a chance at a title. It's in their way. PaperreX still with an opportunity.
Zelsa's got caught here. Down to 5 HP.
Closing in. Dizzy goes. This is good, but Tens is better, doing the damage to keep them at arm's length. They can't gap close towards it.
Looking for this weapon, though. I don't know if that was the Sheriff that got lost it. No, actually, Mindfreak and Divide. Just getting up on the angle, though. Nearly punished. Brought down to 1 HP. No heal available because Divide's already taken damage here. Sentinels will find themselves a wide open A site. PaperreX left trailing.
They need some value out of this. Chip damage is not enough. They need tangible value.
When does the heal come back? I think it should be back online now.
Looking for it. 5 seconds. You're going to see Monyet, the top side of this, the rest being quite loud in approach. But already, I'm pretty sure John QT has noted this. Sentinels fully aware. Yeah, John. Oh, that was a mistake from Tens. Maybe not expecting them so close by. But Mindfreak now needs a miracle. He's got 3 more to find, and not much of a chance to do it. Time against him, players against him. He can't get the shot. Sentinels up to 11 now. PaperreX held on 3.
Feels like this buy round will decide it.
Aduh, pada turun semua nembaknya
Yeah,
guys.
see,
Nggak ada yang nembak,
Sentinels were
cowok.
able to scrape together. I mean, 3 left
Bau
standing
banget
from
map
the
ini,
previous.
aduh. Zeka nyala lagi.
Rounds to play with, so they don't need to stack the chips here. Push all in round 15. Only really Sassy with the early progress towards Ultimate as well. A decent stack of rifles. Need to see a response here from PaperreX, Lauren.
It's
needs
desperate.
to come now.
It's now or it's never, Mike. This is the moment for them to step up. The flash, good. The swing is there, something. Gonna take down second.
Itu bahaya banget, cok. Itu something bisa dipanas
Where
guys.
that came from, though.
Oke aja sih ini nggak nembak langsung palanya ya.
Dizzy finding very little might be quite telling. Not seeing any more pressure towards mid. Monyet must be on red alert. And Tens dangerous on the angle. Gonna fall off this one. May not note the full extent of presence. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, JQT with the backup. Ten's never fighting alone here. The pressure on the site starting to mount now.
So safe passage though. Cross is easy enough, and actually Monya punished as well. Forsaken finds a response, so Zelsis will fall. Brings it to a 3v3. Spike still not planted, but coming through now from the wingman. Sentinels a chance to fully reset on the back of this.
Yeah, and Tens is looking heated up though. Look at this timing and look at the positioning. He could be the dagger in the back, or he could just wait. Let's
this is
see how
so
it
much
feels.
info, Lauren.
Yeah, he's clearing as he goes. 30 HP is probably all he needs. Maybe not even a fair fight on this. They've just got to buy some time because the Reaper's on the way. He's going to spot one, take him down. They know there's going to be more. Doesn't get more though. A 2v2 here. Divine and Forsaken. Still a little time, but this angle's so hard to clear. So brutal to try and pass away, to try and push them away from. Divine, desperate. He needs another fight here, and he needs it fast! But I don't think he's got the time for this one, Mike. It's going to be close, but not close enough. It's 12 for Sentinels.
Ada wall ya, guys.
Heartbreak to not get that first half defuse in. Sentinels now knocking on the door of the grand finals. Beautiful reposition from Tens as well, playing the pressure perfectly.
Oh, itu wallnya, wallnya apa di
The
situ
team
ya?
falling back, giving that space, allowing time to Tens to find some value. I mean, if anything, I'm looking at the purchase here, sorry to get ahead of this, but it's looking better than you'd imagine for PaperX.
But it looks like a brawl, Mike. I'm seeing everyone in middle, but Divine, the one to bail them out, but Sussie's still there on the back lines. They're hunting them down, they're chasing them down. Something saving PaperX. But it's down to 1v1, and of course it's going to be Tens. Is he the one to do this for them? The return to the international stage like this. Can you be the man to step up? Mindfreak on the other side. And the time ticking. He's taking a look towards CT just as Mindfreak starts clearing the site. Does he read it correctly? He's going to hear this. Did he spot him? Did he see him? Two already in the round. A third would be needed. He's creeping closer. Mindfreak's not stopping. He's got to check. And he does! Sentinels are going to the grand finals! America's last hope!
As the prodigal son to close things out here. Sentinels, the bounce back on Sunset at 13-3. Domination of PaperX.
Nice try lah.
Sometimes the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows, Lauren. PaperX, a turbulent journey here in Madrid, but an achievement nonetheless for them.
You're absolutely right there. Considering the changes, considering their own opinions of themselves coming into this event, their own accreditation of where they were.
All the questions, all the doubts, and they're still made it this far.
Yeah, a fantastic side. PaperX couldn't quite keep it up towards the end of this best of 5, but Sentinels to turn attention to the victors here.
Nice try guys ya, nggak apa guys, juara 3 udah lumayan teman-teman ya, perjuangannya luar biasa guys. Terima kasih teman-teman semua yang sudah mensupport PRX dari yang nggak dicalon-calonkan masuk ke playoff sampai masuk ke top 3 teman-teman ya. Oke teman-teman, thank you banget teman-teman.
And honestly, I mean, split aside, which now,
mungkin kita rasa harusnya nggak mungkin guys sampai ke top 3, top 2 final lagi mungkin.
Results out the window. Another loss here.
Lower final teman-teman ya. Thank you teman-teman semua, kita udahan dulu guys.
Overall, fantastic performance from Sentinels so far. Tens and Zekken continue to deliver, continue to give more and more for this Sentinel side.
Sampai jumpa besok teman-teman ya.
Incredible to watch, what a fantastic series, and to wrap up the day to kind of put a bow
Oke guys,
on
thank
it
you guys, sampai jumpa siaran live streaming. Gua Rio pamit dulu guys.
Thank you very much, Fancy and Nightbot. What a last map that was from Sentinels. I've got Saisho and Tom back here with me. That's not how I expected for it to end.
No, I mean both teams dominated on the opponent's best map. And I felt like while the rest of the series had a player who took over, that was a tactical dismantling of the way that PaperX played. Little brother learning from bigger brother and taking it apart. It was sick.
We did get some crazy
Sedih,
stuff.
siapa yang sedih.
Throughout the series, he was middling. He was all right.
Okay.
But in that
Siapa yang sedih, siapa yang sedih,
he was a 10 in the last, man. You know, I'll double it.
Yeah, he was nuts. He was nuts.
Honestly,